I'm trying to find deferred. He was saying defer to authority.
That's all we got is the authorities. Until you make
yeah.
yourself an authority, what else we going?
Trying to find deferred.
But we live, so y'all. I'm just letting y'all. I just hit the button. Ain't nobody in here yet, but they coming in.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Definitely want to pull up the statement of the day. I know we're going to start the joint off with the statement of the day. Yeah, we definitely. Dang. All right.
Juju is in the building.
Juju.
She said, we ready. We definitely ready, Juju.
Yeah, I got to look over a few things and straighten some shit out.
We need another nab on here, yo.
Yeah, I can get him. Let me see.
Yeah, like, because if he had a whole joint about it, that would be, good for him to go over it, to get his take on it.
That'd be a hell of a fight right there, though, boy. She was bad, yo. Nab is, boy. Nab can't stand Wu down the saw. That's the truth.
You know what I mean? So.
And I had him in the same space. See, we had fun. Me and Smash, Saw, Wu Jia. This should be fun, yo. It make it exciting and we learn why, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always better than the sleeper ship, yo.
Yeah, definitely. You go straight at it with the information.
Yeah, like
don't nobody, don't sit on the sideline. You feel me?
Yeah, don't sit on the sideline.
Like if you said something, stick to it. Let a nigga beat that shit up if they can.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The fuck? Yeah. Tuck my yacht, yeah, yo, you back, yo. I don't know who gave you let you back in the chat. But I'm glad you back, yo. Stop doing my man Tuck my yacht like that, yo.
We not, yo. Long as he don't do whatever he did to get him kicked out.
He didn't do shit. Don't do that.
I ain't do it. I ain't say that.
No, I'm saying you said long as he don't do something that he ain't do nothing the first time.
Oh, well, yeah, if not doing nothing got him put out, he need to do something then.
I mean, he can have his basic disagreement, yo.
Oh, yeah. Who put him out, though? I ain't never put him out.
I don't know, yo.
He know what he did. What you do? Don't play innocent here. Don't do it. Don't play innocent.
Stoopies is in the building. Thirsty. Miss Tiffany. Brendan, what up, Brendan? Hey, Brendan, you need this link. I need I need how you weigh in on shit. You feel me? You do a good job in playing the middle and really getting the information out. You do a better job than me. Understanding everybody's arguments.
Brendan ain't got time right now, yo. He trying to
I know. I heard he trying to get a doctorate.
He coming. He coming when he coming. Y'all said he in here. Peace. All right, let me see, man, before we get started, man. Yeah, the circus is back. The circus is in town, yo. Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is. Bonham and Bailey.
The rap battle beefs.
Rap battle. That's how we do it, yo. And I'm saying, listen, man.
I said, yo.
Huh? We go, listen, yo, we got, how they do a URL, yo, how they do it, yo, that should be funny. I
said, yo. That's how they started off, yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, Brendan finished the day. All right, Brendan. I see you. I see you, Queen Cheetah, Juju, Bennett. Who else we got in here? Yeah, they in here. Yeah, come on, get in here, man. We ain't doing it with 25 people. We'll shut this motherfucker down.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely got a rule, yo. I'm not sitting here listening to myself talk. If I got 10, 20 people, I'm not doing it.
Cut
You know
your
what I'm
show.
saying? I'm here to teach. I'm here to entertain. I'm here to have some fun, right? I'm here to use all my flair and debonair that I learned growing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to act like we sitting in college some damn where, you know what I mean, putting niggas to sleep. Now, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Right? Shout out to all the peoples, man, all the families, man, the positive ones and the negative ones, man. Kofi, I see you, Kofi. I seen your show, Kofi. I'm gonna start with that first. We're gonna get that out the way. You hear one side of the story. Let me give you what it really is. Matter of fact, let me go to Kofi channel right now and see if he took them ridiculous videos down. Because I'm gonna blame Kofi. Yeah, it's Kofi's fault. Yeah, I'm definitely blaming you, Kofi. Gotta blame Kofi, because if Kofi got a video of Sean talking shit, right, about any of us, yo, then you part of it, yo. Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, I'd tell the truth. Like, I'm not gonna play the game. I can't do it. Like, yeah, I'm not doing it. I don't have time. I'm not doing it.
Kofi in the building.
Yeah, hey, Kofi, I'm going to go to your channel right now, Kofi. I'm checking. If you got one video with Sean talking shit, then you the main culprit. It's your fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't Sean's fault. It's Kofi's fault. Let me see. Yeah. Because pseudo killers ain't gonna make no videos with nobody naming it talk. We ain't doing that. We might talk shit during the process of the video, goddamn it, maybe. Depending on who did it.
He said send him the link, yo.
I'm
Nope.
send it to
He
your
ain't
phone
sent a
now,
link.
bro.
He ain't sent a link for his show, did he? Hell no. Nope. Nope. Playing with you, Kofi, yo. Relax, yo. Can't even play no more, man. Damn.
Kofi ain't about them games no more.
Get tired of this shit.
Yeah,
Oh, this shit. Y'all turn this motherfucker down.
Peace, Brendan. Yeah, man. Got the turn, man.
Y'all turn it down.
Peace and black capitalism to everybody in the building.
Oh, but don't let Wishing Common hear that, yo. Ooh, wait. Do not let Shorty hear that.
You gonna go
hey, Kofi, I
on.
sent the link to your phone, yo.
Kofi funny. Kofi doing the video talking about him putting niggas' names in the video with niggas' names in the video. Hey, Kent.
You.
Did you hear what I just said?
I ain't even, hey, we can't even entertain it, man. We gotta, I will not let you talk about my friend Kofi.
Hold on, yo. I'm gonna play that clip. If I don't play that clip, my name ain't Bobby Banging this motherfucker. I got the clippy. Let me see. Hold on. I'm on the channel now. Hold on. Let me see. Oh man, I see it. Hold on. Nah, let me see. You might be saved. I don't know. I think you got. Is it the? I
mean, what do you do as a man in his position, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he don't want no parts of none of that. You know what I mean?
Man, you take that shit down. That's what you do. That's how we do.
I'm with you on that. That's 100.
You taking that shit down,
That's
yo. It's gonna stand for what I stand for. Y'all can't scare me out of that.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker can say a lot, yo, but you know, we had these conversations, yo. And there's certain things y'all just don't do, yo. We talk the shit, yo, but you certain shit we just don't be doing, yo. We don't be doing that, yo. Right? I ain't gonna let y'all dive on the thing and just berate shit. We don't do that. Yeah. Shit we say could really be real harmful to people, yo. We ain't doing that, man. You know, at the end of the day, yo, people got families, yo. You know what I mean? Our families be tuning in. Where's that, Kofi? You know it's on here. Tell the truth. Hey, Chef, where is that?
Where was that?
With Sean talking shit on the Kofi Pie side. It's on here, ain't it?
I don't know what channel that's on.
Or did he take it down?
No, I think he did.
It's on here.
I think
What's
he did that on Science with Sean, yo.
Huh? Nah, that don't count. That he can do what he want to do on this shit. We talk about on Kofi channel because it's Kofi fault. All right, let's see. Entertaining available data, nope. Are we African American? That's probably Sean talking shit. It's gotta be this one, yo. And the Dogon. Nah, you lucky. Lucky
all
Kofi.
That Dogon shit, they was talking shit on all of
Yeah,
them.
he was talking shit. But damn, I mean, he ain't put the name of the title. I think all the name of the title shit was on his channel. Might have been on the Mossy. Sean and fell and hit his head on a rock or something. Sean act like he made up the motherfucking Mossy. Wake the fuck up, Sean. And put you in the real world tonight, my nigga. Yeah, you've been dreaming around this motherfucker, yo. You dreams a whole lot, nigga. I've been letting you dream away. I ain't gonna let you dream away, yo. Yeah, Kofi, see, you on here, Kofi. We don't block people out. Here's my point, Kofi. You know, me and Sean back and forth. Sean refused to tell people what the fuck it is. Maybe you know what it is, Kofi, because I don't know what it is, yo. Let me tell you what I do know. What I do know is Sean, in his infinite wisdom, feels the need for speed. Right? He do. He feel like y'all too slow for him for real, Kofi. Like he don't really want to do the pious, take your time, woo jai, slow it down. No, he want to bark like I bark, right? So I'm thinking the nigga want to be like me at this point. I'm just gonna say it, right? I'm thinking that he want to pattern himself after what I do.
Right, but you made it.
Which is cool. Mute yourself out. You gotta mute yourself out. You gotta mute yourself out. You gotta mute yourself out.
Oh, I can't talk?
No, not while I'm talking.
It's your platform. You do what you want to do, brother.
It's not that. I'm in the middle of, come on, yo. I hate that. You know that, yo. Just mute out. Matter of fact, I thought you was talking to somebody else because you ain't even facing the camera, yo. You doing some extraordinary. Hey, Chef, I ain't think you was talking. I thought you was talking to somebody else, didn't you? So, here's my point. Sean gotta be Sean. Sean is good at what Sean do. But when Sean try to be like me, he fuck it all up for everybody else. That's the reality of the whole thing. Sean don't gotta bang on me. Sean got my phone number, right? So I don't know what the fuck I did besides be who I'm always gonna be. So Sean ain't telling nobody what the real issue is. So since you won't tell nobody what the real issue is, let me tell my side of the damn story. And you, Kofi, you opened up the can of worms. We was putting it behind us and you rehashed it again. So since you rehashed it, I'm a rehashing type of nigga. You know how I do, Kofi. So yeah, don't nobody got no hate for nobody, but I'm thinking Sean got some hate. Why do I think this? Because before it even got to this point, a simple answering the phone call would have settled everything. Now, if Sean is trying to say that I didn't call him about his raggedy ass presentation, right, on the Big Bang Theory, which is anti-scientific, if I didn't call him on that, well, I apologize, nigga. I looked up, the show was live, I jumped on, and we talked about the live presentation. We're supposed to talk about presentations. Talking about presentations drums up viewership for all the channels. Kofi Pie research team has a way of talking about a subject. Smash Rockwell's has a way of talking about a subject. Wu Jai, right? The chef has a method and a way of putting it to sleep. No, I'm joking. Has a way to talk about a subject. The Mossy, right? Ben, they have a way of talking about a subject. The Amara Squad have a way of talking about a subject, right? The pseudo killers got a way of talking about the subject. See, this is a lovely fucking thing. We have diversified This is survivability in an environment full of motherfucking pseudos. You gotta diversify your shit. Everybody can't do the woo-jah, you know what I'm saying? Sleeper shit, long-winded shit. Everybody can't do that because then it becomes mundane. Everybody can't do what Sean do, read him shit. He read a nigga half to death. That's Sean. But that's Sean. After you done dealt with the pseudo killers, you need to go over there with Sean and sit down and listen to some shit. You can't just sit and listen to the pseudo killers all month. You be mad at your house. You be like, God damn it, I don't know which way I'm going with this. But you're gonna get all factors in that. It's a beautiful thing. So Sean, nigga, don't test me, nigga. I know what the hell I'm doing. Everybody got their lane, and we can talk about the same issue, and people fucking love it. You the only one don't love it, Sean. You know why you don't love it, Sean? You don't love it because you don't like the way you do what you do. You're not comfortable in being Sean. Sean, you got about 10 books to your name, nigga. You outdoing a lot of niggas on that. Nigga, love that. You supposed to embrace that shit. So I take offense when you call out niggas for not supporting you, bro. And I'm saying it in front of everybody. Why is that? We did a whole game show based around y'all books. We gave away free books that we paid for, but yet you say niggas don't support. The fact that a nigga would listen to my crazy ass is enough support for me. I just want to say it. I come from Baltimore, Maryland. I probably should have been dead twice. I should have overdosed 100 fucking times. And I should have been in prison for the rest of my life for the shit I done did. So the fact that anybody would take time out and listen to my ass, you know what I'm saying, and realize that there's a need for sources, and I got you, Wu-Jai, because now all of a sudden the experts don't matter. You played that game, I can't let you get away with it, and I fucks with Wu-Jai the long way. But back to my point that I'm trying to make here. This shit has gotten out of fucking control. Why has it gotten out of control? Sean did this. Sean did, I'm the good guy. I called Sean for a month straight. This nigga would not pick up the phone. Sean will tell you, I didn't pick up the phone for him. Who the fuck is Sean that he ain't gonna take a phone call? Sean, everybody take phone calls. Ben called, I'm not gonna ignore Smash Rockwell phone call for a month. I'm not gonna ignore Chef. Chef will dig out the group, hang up on us and leave. I ain't fucking He'll leave for a day or two, and he'll pop back up. Kofi act like he ain't hear the phone ring for a while, then he'll pick up the phone. But Sean little ass, Sean let the shit spiral out of control because he don't know how to drive the car. Sean, you might not be the nigga to drive the car, yo. You might be the nigga to sit in the back, yo, and get out and still put some work in, nigga, because you crashed the whole fucking car. I'm right here, right now, saying what I'm saying. I burnt your shit up because of the shit you did, nigga. You did that, yo. You pressed the unnecessary buttons. I do not press Smash Rockwell ultimate buttons because you're gonna come back barking hard. I don't do it. I don't press Wu-Jai's hard button. Now, me and Wu-Jai sword fight, talk that shit, but at the end of the day, I know what not to do, but you crossed the line, Sean. And guess what you crossed the line for? You crossed the line for some crazy ass Big Bang shit, Doggone shit, and swear we don't know what the hell we talked about shit. Well, them niggas don't got no scholarship. They might not have scholarship, but you supposed to have it, Sean. You supposed to come right behind niggas. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad at you, Sean. You supposed to come right behind and clean that shit up on the Science with Sean, clean that shit up on the Mossy, the same way Asar do it, the same way they clean that shit up. Not you, nigga. You mad because we are allowing each other to express the information we want to. You can't be mad at that, Sean. You the niggas with the sources, dog. Then show the sources, bro. Like sometimes we like the shit fast paced. Wu-Jai. I'm gonna read Wu-Jai's statement. Y'all niggas better stop being in the cult of Wu-Jai too. He got niggas culted up with that shit. See, all that, I'm gonna be super pious and all that, that's not reality around this. But the truth is, yo, we all fallible at certain times. We all make motherfucking mistakes, yo. I'm not wrong for teaching the way I want to fucking teach. Wu-Jai is not wrong. Sean is not wrong. Kofi is not wrong. Ben is not wrong. It's always about the information. So I ain't never off my fucking track. As a matter of fact, I stay ahead of the fucking track. That's what I do. I stay ahead of the fucking game. It was time and it was a need for a pseudo killer show. where everybody don't agree. We got the Mossy where niggas sit up there and everybody fucking agree. We got that. Okay, that's solid. Okay, we got the Kofi. Y'all do agree, Kofi. I'm gonna let you talk, Kofi. Y'all be like this. Y'all all agree. Kofi, I swear to goodness, Kofi. I swear, Kofi, y'all will not argue live to save your soul. I know that I'm a Raw Squad girl. Y'all seen it last night. That's some normal shit we do. I'm a Raw Squad gonna argue. We gonna argue about because we don't agree with everything everybody say, yo.
We don't.
The point I want to make here, yo, is I want to read this statement from Wu Jia. This is how I'm gonna do this. Let me read this real quick. This is what I want to do. Yeah, let me read this. Wu Jia sneak this a nigga for real.
Yeah. Hold on, you ain't gonna let Kofi respond before you go into
about
the
to just gallop him, yo.
I'm gonna give gallop niggas like they give me. Now, I'm
not
go ahead, Kofi. What you want to say, Kofi?
With a whole nother
before
subject.
you move on to the next subject, yo, that's crazy.
All right, go ahead, Kofi.
I'm just gonna correct you. We don't all agree. Like I don't agree with some things that Ben say. We didn't have a conversation where we don't agree. I don't agree with some stuff that Sean say. I don't agree. We all don't agree. We do just like y'all say. We may not come on TV all the time, but we have. Me and Sean did a show because he disagreed with me, and we got live and we hashed it out on air. But we don't get on all the time because we have a disagreement or a gripement about something and say, okay, well, let's just go live and talk about it. We done it twice, but we all don't agree. Everybody in the Mossy don't agree. Everybody in Kofi Paisai TV have their own different view, or Kofi Paisai research team have their own views. Some shit they don't agree with me on. I'm cool with that. I understand that everybody is not gonna agree with everybody. That's not it is. We not a cult, meaning that we gotta follow and whatever that person says, we gotta go off what they say. We have disagreements all the time. So we don't agree with everything because they damn sure don't agree with some stuff that I talk about and some stuff that Ben's, I don't agree. Some stuff with Sean. Sean will tell you, I don't agree. We'll go back and forth, but I don't agree. But I mean, you know, brother, I can still call you brother Unc, right? I can still call you brother Unc.
You ain't even in this with me and Sean. Why you worried about that, yo?
Because I want y'all to stop, man. Like I want,
I'm not stopping.
Okay, but hold on, and I'm gonna let you go off, and I ain't gonna say nothing else because this is your platform, right? So the whole thing is, I hate I even did the show. Like, bro, right. But you're right. I shouldn't even did the show. I didn't disrespect nobody in the show. I still call both of y'all my brothers. I said I disagree with what y'all doing, and even like with what y'all, which none of y'all care about. Like, I'm supposed to be y'all brother. And I'm feeling this is the situation between you and him got me where I'm unmotivated. I don't want to be on this shit no more. I don't want to talk. I don't even want to be associated with nobody no more, bro, because it's crazy to me. And then all I'm saying is, and now that you and Sean got something going on, whether y'all think it or not, man, people are choosing sides. You got people saying stuff about me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. You got people that's rocking with you, saying stuff, and they don't even know what's going on. You got people on this side saying stuff and don't know what's going on. Nobody is minding their business and letting y'all hash it out. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, and all I'm saying is, if somebody and some people that's been saying your name, or saying Sean's name when you're doing a show, I'm gonna say they message. You shouldn't be, when they say that, you should say, hey, I don't even want to speak, because I'm gonna tell you, one of the issues right now, all this is, nobody speaking up for their friends. If I do something wrong, I want you to call me, or I want you to tell me, bro, look, I know. That's why I say I agree with both sides. So when you say you called Sean for a whole month straight, I said it publicly. We know. I talk to you every day. Every day.
Kofi, hold on, Kofi. Let's be honest here, yo. Everybody know who the fuck I am and how I do what I do, yo. If I call your motherfucking ass for a month, yo, pick up the fucking phone, because I already see it's going in the wrong direction, dog. So, like, if we want to keep scoring who wrong, yo, I want to hear from you. What the fuck did I do, yo? All right. Besides help create a fucking successful show that niggas can make shows off of and keep their views up, explain to me how. Tell me what I did wrong, yo, to get right here. I'm listening.
Okay, all right.
That's what I want to hear from you. I thought I was gonna hear that today on your show. I did.
Okay, no, hold on.
What the fuck did I do?
Wait a minute. One, I don't give a fuck about views. Views ain't gonna put no money in my pocket.
It will.
But I don't care nothing about that.
Okay, let's get off that. You're right.
Views.
It shows.
Right.
You're right. It shows, Kobe.
But you see how you. Well, okay, but hold on. But look, see what you're doing. You see what, and that's the thing. Like we have a conversation on the phone. Like even today, I said you was my brother. I even said because of certain things that you did for me, I ain't gonna never say fuck on. I don't. When I do shows, I don't let when somebody say something, I don't let them talk about you. I don't throw slick shots like you insulting me right now. I don't do that because I said you my brother. I'll never do that. But you would throw the slick shot, and then you would do it. You would do it when you were on other people's platforms.
So right, all right, we got a chance right now. What I say slick about you right now?
I don't fuck with you. Wait, I ain't gonna you when you say them, you talking about us. I ain't gonna. I don't fuck with them niggas. Don't mention them niggas' name. Yeah, and
I just said that just now.
No, you didn't say. You just said that recently. Two people sent me something where you said something, and you said I don't fuck with them niggas. I ain't gonna mention them niggas' names. So I'm like, What
was I talking about?
I don't know. Somebody asked you. Somebody said something. Somebody mentioned Sean's name, and then it went Hawaii. Then somebody mentioned Sean's name and something else, and you said something in the same thing when you was on other show. I don't fuck with them niggas. I'm not gonna mention them niggas' names. So I'm like, so he must be talking about me too, because I ain't got nothing to do with what go on between him and Sean. And I said, okay, well that might be because he don't even call me no more. Dude don't even call me no more. Dude don't say that's cool too. That's cool too.
I know, but who niggas that I'm not fucking with though?
I'm assuming it's me because when they mention Sean, I'm the only person that's in the group with Sean. I'm the only person in the group with Sean. So
but if I don't say your name, Kofi, I say niggas' name, Joe. I don't got a problem with saying niggas' name. If I don't say your name, I'm just talking shit, yo. I can talk shit. I got a lot of enemies, Kofi. You should know this by now. Yeah, I got the whole JJ 5000 platform been hating me forever. I got all the Hebrews hate me forever, right? And there's certain niggas I don't fuck with. I mean, what? You can call me anytime you want. When I had an issue and wanted to have a conversation with you, we made a whole Zoom link. See, this is what people don't know, right? I say, yo, get your mans. So the real issue is y'all not getting y'all man.
Okay, so
it's like y'all don't have no control over that nigga. Niggas can reach out to me and I stop. Hold on, let me say this, Kofi. It's about get your mans. Because what y'all doing is y'all put me in a position where this dude can make 7, 8 videos with my name in the title, act like he playing, talk shit, then take it back like he playing. Nigga, I ain't never been to Mark, Kofi. So I'm saying get your mans, right? You got to control him. Ben can call me up and I chill. Smash, everybody can call me and say, yo, don't do that. I don't do that. I can say, yo, the pseudo killers, don't do that. Don't blast, coke, don't, and they don't do it. But Sean, he the only one don't follow no rules, and he claimed to be the most scholarly, the most pious. Nigga, it's something wrong with that with me from where I'm from. So you put me in a position where a nigga can attack me for a month straight, not answer the phone, and then take it back like he playing. Come on, dog. Like I'm not the mark in this motherfucker. I ain't the one that you walking by the crowd and say, I'ma pick him. I ain't never been that nigga. Check this out. Because I just go out on my shield, bro. I'm not that guy. I'm the type of guy, we answer the phone, right? We talk it over, or we burn this whole motherfucker down. And everybody survive like they gotta survive. That's the type of nigga I am, yo. I ain't the tough guy. I ain't none of that, bro. Like, I talk to you. I talk to y'all. Yeah, and I'm saying, when I'm talking to a brother, I don't expect you to go talk to Sean about what I talked about. But y'all do it anyway. That's cool.
Who are y'all?
I say to you, hold on. Whatever I say to you, I'm going to say that nigga in his face. Now, whatever I say about Sean in our little chat, in the pseudo killer chat, I say it to his face. That shit was reckless. Talking about the Dogon, I still say that he out his rabbit ass mind. That shit was reckless with the Fukiao shit. He out his motherfucking mind. The alien shit with, I can't even remember the nigga name, in South Africa, that shit was reckless for what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm teaching scientific literacy, bro. And I can't afford niggas to start the new pseudo shit under the banner of Africa. I can't afford that, dog. See, that's the point I'm making. I can't afford that, yo. None of y'all niggas is gonna get past, let me say it right, NASA. Right? Or not, how you say that name? I gotta say it right, yo. Yo told me, I gotta say it right. Y'all know what I'm saying.
It's NASA.
NASA, right.
But you be saying Nassau.
NASA. My fault. I don't want to keep fucking up. NASA.
Yeah, NASA.
Still was like, y'all fuck that word up. So I'm just saying, yo, none of us gonna get past that. And we shouldn't lead our people into thinking that we're gonna get by people that are quote unquote, yeah, I'm saying, put $1 billion in astronomy, yo. We can't even put that idea out there because if we do, that's a breeding ground for the pseudos. It's the pseudos that think they can get around that. Now we cloak our pseudoisms in Africa, and then you tell me I gotta read 30, 40 books on Dogon mythology. No, the question has already been answered by qualified experts. That's why we right here, right now. We all know it. Nothing else. Oh, Chef and the man uses sources and he let them run wild. Dude, the show wasn't based off them using sources. The show was based off them doing what they doing, enjoying conversation. Right? I'm the guy to bring the sources. CK brings sources. Sean was on a pseudo killers to bring sources. That nigga ran out on me. He's supposed to have been right there fighting all them. You think he did it? No. He won't run and cry. He won't take his ball and go home. So he'll take his ball and go home, nigga. That's what Sean do, yo. He take his ball and run home. Come on, man. This shit ain't never been that serious, though. But I'm not gonna let a nigga berate me. He like Chief X, yo. He do the Chief X shit, yo. And Chief X is a corny dude. Do 30 videos, your name in it to get the views. Y'all talking about you don't get no views. The best views on the channel is shit with my name in it. Damn, it definitely was a better way to do that. Come on, do a show, bro. Bet, let's do that.
What you saying? What you saying? You saying we putting your name in the
Yeah,
video?
man, come on, man. Look,
Who is y'all? Like, if hold on. If you go back and look at anything I did, the first video ever. Right, but I'm saying, right, but I don't have time. But listen, okay, when we had a conversation, right? And you was telling me stuff I don't know nothing about. Look, I'm a businessman. So I don't have time to be on YouTube all day. So when Sean was doing shows, hold on, right? No, okay, pull it up. Like, pull it up. He was doing stuff on the Mossy. He was doing stuff on Science with Sean, right? So pull up a show where I was on there and he was on Kobe Price TV and he was assassinating you. Or pull up a show where I was on a panel and he said something and I didn't defend my friend. I got personal relationship. I'm not gonna let you talk about Sean. I'm not gonna, if you're gonna do it like that, I mean, like now. When you go into your spiel, I can't stop you. This your platform. But I ain't gonna be on here when you insult my friend. Both of y'all my friends. And if on the other end, I'm not gonna be on a show where he insult If you can show one show where he did whatever you said he was doing and said what he was saying, and I was right there insulting him with him, or I didn't take up for you, I want you to show me that.
Yeah, that's not how it worked though, Kofi. You know how it worked, Kofi? When I put you on the Zoom and we all talked about it, yo, you heard what everybody had to say. I say, yo, get your man, yo. So you don't have to be there, yo. Like if he respect you, yo, if he respect what y'all supposed to do, yo, then he wouldn't carry it like that, yo. Chavez had to tell him, come on, yo, don't attack that man business. So obviously Chavez felt like he went over the line. Think about what I'm saying. Get your man. Ain't nobody getting your man. And he talked that talk and y'all talking that brotherly love and all that. Ain't nobody getting your man. I ain't wild out like that. Think about what I'm saying. Listen, look, bro. You can always tell me, stop. When we talk, I didn't make no videos with Sean, did we? Did I? I held up my end. You got your man, which was me. And out of respect for you, Kofi, I chilled out. See, everybody just want to look at me because at the end of the day, I'm going to be the bad guy. I'm the big bad wolf. I'm this, them, that. Okay, as always, the shit's bad. But the truth is, let's look at the chain of events. I answered people's phone calls. I had real phone. When I felt like it was bubbling too hard, I put the pseudo killers. We all came on a Zoom and we had a great conversation. And it all boiled down to, yo, get your mans. You know what I'm saying? It boiled down to that, tell Sean to knock it off. Nope, Sean is a controlling ass dude. He want to control everything. He want to control the way a person do a show. He want to control the use source or not. No, Sean just need to take care of himself. Focus on the things that do good. That's my point. I'm not talking crazy about Sean. I always crack jokes. If I say, Sean, you got readership, nigga, you got readership. Nigga say I can't read, so what? Nigga, I read good enough. I take that shit and keep it moving and use it to my advantage. Right? So what's wrong with Sean? He should just call it Sean, reading with Sean. Just do that. See, that's a good joke right there. See, Sean can't take those jokes, right? But if Sean like to read on air, then Sean keep reading on air. Don't worry about it. This shit gonna be on YouTube forever. You know what I'm saying? So I can say these things. People can say, Sean, I'm out of control, people don't know shit. That's fine. But what does happen is there are topics that are in the air and we can all talk about them. We're not going on Good Morning America, bro. The Breakfast Club ain't calling us up, yo. You know what I'm saying? I got Sarnetta and a few other things. Shout out to Sarnetta and a few other places we can go to get some real good views. And this is the way it's always been, yo. So look, man, I do it for the views because with views come people that can learn the conversation. Simple as that. Simple as that, bro. I don't do it just to talk to 3 people. It's not beneficial for me. It's just not. I got better things to do than talk to 3, 4 people. I don't love it that goddamn much. Right? So I get where you at with it, right? You know what I'm saying? I want to sell my books, right? I want to sell y'all books, right? And I take offense to somebody going on their website talking about, yo bought this book, he bought that book, he bought. Who does that? That's shameful. If a person buy 1 book from me, bro, and been a fan of mine for 10 years, yo, I'm appreciative of that. Money is hard to come by. If a person just show up in a building, yo, and give me a shout out and leave, or give me $3, I don't want to be Umar Johnson. Oh, you only $75. Sean do like that. Oh, we only bought 2 books. Like Sean forget that the serial killers watched all of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the same way you watched, bro, and became Kofi plus our research team, bro. I'm cognizant of that. I understand that you watched me, that you were a fan of mine. Now I'm a fan of yours. I never forget that, bro. Fans watch you forever, learn all your talking points, then sometimes they come from your head. That's Sean. Sean learned all the talking points. Now he won't come from the head. That's cool. We could do that, but we ain't talking about taking niggas' businesses. We ain't even playing with that, right? We ain't putting to the point where your family, we ain't doing it like that. But he did that and said he was playing, and none of y'all got that nigga. That's my point.
You did it too, but you did it. That's what I'm saying.
No, I didn't. I ain't talk about that man's family.
Oh, no, you ain't talking. Hey, I don't know nothing about him talking about your family. I don't know nothing about
you taking a business. When you saying he like Chief X, I made you change my name. That's what I wanted to say. Which one of them niggas made me change? Was it Chief X or was it Sean that made me change my name that I had all my life?
But you turned around and did the same thing to me. You turned around and did the same thing to me. You burnt the book. Like when we had a conversation, I told you, look, I already knew
what book
that it was. When you burnt his book, right? You burnt his book, right? So you burned the book.
What I do?
No problem with that. I know you are over the top dude, so I know I ain't mad with that.
So how I get you?
Okay, hold on. So I get this. Why I hold the thing in with you is after you burnt the book.
What I do?
You ripped the page of the Mossy. Mossy ain't got nothing to do with it. You ripped the page, you burned it. You ripped the logo of the Kobe Pie side. You ripped the logo of the company, and then you said his Raglass publishing company, right? And then you said it again, right? So I said, damn, you went from the whole shit started with the burning of the book because you feel like he jeopardized your livelihood by taking your company. Then you turn around and do the same thing. And then even with that, when you did that, you have influence. Then you put another individual, got nothing to do with it, but I knew what you were doing was to put it over there because you the views man. So you get the views that you was looking for because you wanted to reach everybody, see you burn his book and talk trash about his book. But in the same sense, the last statement, and fuck his old Raglass publishing company, or you said something in that point. You said it twice about the publishing company, right? So after that, right, 2 people that fool with you, and I'm not gonna say their name, that were patronizing my publishing company, choose to take your side and not fuck with the company because you said turn the what's the name font down and the Raglass publishing company, right? It's funny. It's funny. But see, after I thought about it, I was like, damn. We had a conversation. Because
Kofi. Why I'm laughing, Kofi? I'm laughing, Kofi. You know why I'm laughing? Because I knew where it was gonna go. I said, Kofi, get your mans. And see, it's like when a person say, yo, get your man, yo, and you just driving in the car with him and they shoot up the car, you get shot. So you got shot because you was in the car with him and you didn't get him. If you'd have got him and got us on the phone, got us on the Zoom, got all the families on the Zoom like you could, the same way you made that Zoom link, could have got us on the Zoom and we could have cussed each other off and got off our chest. But nope, you didn't get your man. So when I'm going there, yo, I'm not gonna stop shooting because nigga, I made the motherfucking Mossy. Me and Ben. I can tear up anything I want to tear up and make another logo. I ain't everybody. I was matter of fact, the fucking logo needed to be on Sarnettas. You tripping, yo? Y'all got more views for that bullshit than y'all ever did. Enjoy the moment, nigga. All press is good press.
But you see how you do?
Hey,
no, you insulted. Like you be doing the slick shots. That's what it be for me. Like,
that's not a slick shot,
Kofi. Yeah, you do. You be throwing slick shots.
No, it's not slick.
What you care? Hold on. What you care about? And what people think is success, it ain't success for me. Being on Sarnetta TV, that ain't make me, that ain't successful for me.
Kofi, listen what I'm saying.
It's not gonna make me or break me.
Kofi,
the views, 1.5 views ain't doing nothing
Kofi, listen
for
what
me.
I'm saying, Kofi. That's what I'm saying, Kofi. It's YouTube, bro. I want to know what was slick. I said, yo, it's about time the book got on Sarnetta TV. Just accept it and let it go. No matter how it got up there, it got there, yo.
Right, but you
relax.
Like, what I'm saying is like, it's like, in one sense, we have a conversation. You be like, bro, you proud of us, and we are actually got some traction, and we doing something.
Not sure.
And then hold on, and then you would turn around in another sense, and you would slick and insult us like we not doing nothing, unless it's here, it's there, or I did this. Like a while ago, you said with your name in it, the most views ever. The books being, or the Mossy logo being on Sarnetta was the best you see. I don't like that when you do that. That's like slick shot.
Not
like,
slick this.
We not successful until we put your name in something, or you
so
go
that's
ahead and
that's what it is. Stop. Now we figuring out what all this shit about. So you think I think something ain't accessible until I put my fucking name in it. That's the root of Sean and y'all. Now we can have
hold on. Ain't no y'all.
Now we have real
discussion. No y'all.
Okay.
Brother,
okay,
I don't care. Like, listen, I don't care nothing about this no more, bro. Like, I don't care nothing about
this. This is what I'm saying. Kofi, listen. This is what I'm telling you, bro. Do you know how many things are successful without my name in it? Yo, it's pathetic, yo. Like, I don't need to take nobody credit. Yo, I done did enough. Trust me, yo, I done turned this motherfucker into everybody fucking with science. Before that, yo, it was everybody fucking with pseudo-isms. No motherfucker ain't know the difference, yo. So I'm saying mine is etched in stone. So if you think I need credit for what y'all doing, it's bullshit. You said it ain't successful to my name on it.
Right, no, you said that, but I say, I say your name. Everybody knows how I feel about you. Everybody knows, and I done I wrote a book, right? But I'm saying I wrote a whole fucking book and explained from detail how you inspired me to create the group, how I took a page from your group. So and for that I'm appreciative of what you did. And anytime you do something for me,
why you think I think this shit ain't successful to my name in it?
Because you will say something like what you were saying. You will say something like the best thing was putting my name in the video. Now y'all, that's the most views y'all got.
I didn't say that. No, see, you meant I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't say that.
I didn't say that. No, what I said was, I said the best thing was getting the logo up on Sarnetta joint. That's all I said.
So,
I ain't say my name.
Why you feel like that? Why? So you feel
because it's the truth. Because I sell, whenever I go on Sarnetta, yo, I sell a lot of products, a lot of books. It's the truth. What you want me to say? The dude that done a good job over the years of exposing everybody information. That's why a song over there, bro. That's why a smash go over there. Yo, you got to get to the people. We not talking to the air, yo. Like I just want you to know this thing we doing, bro. Like it's all in hip hop. Like we might not get the real credit, yo, but you can sit back and just look. Like it ain't my fault, Kofi. Like, so it ain't got nothing to do with my name. What about Smash name? What about Hassan name? What about Wujan name? What about Ben name? Like, yo, like I didn't fight that fight by myself. Them brothers joined me, yo, to make this what it is, yo. Now people joining you so you can make it what it is and make a lane where niggas enjoy making books. That's a lane, dude. Ain't nobody taking that from you. I'm just saying Sean fucking it up because I feel like you ain't get him. If you're gonna listen to anybody, he gotta listen to you.
I try.
He got to. Okay, so if he don't listen to you, right? Then who the hell is that nigga then, yo? Think about it. Everybody listen to everybody, but there's one guy, right, that don't listen to nobody. What's that? Like, how is that not? And he's supposed to be on the side of the goddamn. Here's a shot of the Dalai Lama and the nun. That's the side. Truth, righteousness, Komodo. He say all that 1,000,000 times out of his mouth, but yet he won't pick up the phone because he mad because he think I didn't look at this video. Sean, for the record, yo, I looked at 25 minutes of the Big Bang video and fell asleep, nigga. I did look at it, but I fell asleep, right? Because I work hard. And I just fell asleep on it, bro. But I had enough in my head of your video to realize it was slap crazy. And that's not throwing a shot at him, though, Kofi. It's anybody that's trying to act like the cookie dough got something to do with the planet Earth, yo, they on that line. And that's not even a shot, Kofi.
Right, but what I'm saying is like
they all played with Fukiao. Everybody did that to me, yo. So I'm not throwing a shot at Sean.
Right, but I'm saying you do the same thing Sean do. Like nobody has a problem like with people, like if he did something, he put it up there on a platform, he put it out there in a public display for whatever he did. That's all of us to be scrutinized. Once we put it in the public,
so why mad?
No, the thing is and the same thing like I told him, like people can miss the learning lesson when we say crazy stuff I just got enough. I can't listen to that madness. That's craziness. Okay, yeah, I can confident African stuff. So that's pseudo. So when you say stuff like that, it turns people off. So, like, I give you an example. Like, it turns me up. Like, I can't listen.
It ain't turn us off.
It might have did, but it turns a lot of people, right? But I'm saying it turns a lot of people off. It ain't just about you and your counterpart. You got, right now, y'all got 97 people watching, right? So it's about the people that's in the chat. It ain't about us and our counterpart. It's about the people in the chat learning. And a lot of times when a lot of people like the craziness, but a lot of people don't because they tune in because they want to learn something. So when it gets too crazy, where people start insulting and cussing people out, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to say, okay, well, this ain't nothing wrong with saying, okay, I don't agree with this. And let me explain why, and then you go into it. But you don't have to bring the insults into it, insulting someone, insulting somebody else's character, being overly. We done talked about this plenty of times, me and you.
You mean like Wuja do and Wuja call everybody stupid? You mean that?
I don't know. I ain't seen that.
See how you see? See?
But see, well, he needs to be checked on that too.
Stupid and dumb and don't understand each other. I'm just see where's your composure at?
Right, but he's right. But and that's right. That's when you check them. That's when you check them. That's what a friend does.
We all do it our own way. Kofi, I'm just simply saying, listen, bro. Asar would not shut the fuck up last night, yo. He was howling and screaming on Smash Show. Smash ain't never did that. How at the top talking over people. I'm just saying, yo, everybody get there. Yo, don't make it seem like it's me or the pseudo kids. That's not the truth. That's the shit that get me, dog. Like Wuja can condescending the nigga down to the ground, and he do it in a different way. He has a different technique of cussing you out, and everybody act like he not. He slow the shit way down. He call you everything but a dumbass rock. He do it. Consistently do it, right? And everybody act like he ain't doing it. And y'all keep it quiet and y'all just focus on me and what, because I say, man, fuck y'all niggas. I just come out with it. But I say fuck y'all niggas with love. See? You know, I see you down them all the time. It ain't no fight. We ain't fighting each other. I'm just saying we fight different ways. But don't play me, play Lotto. Come on, y'all do the same shit. That's what I'm saying.
Let them work, Cedric.
It's y'all style. That's what I'm saying. Asar was livid last night. Howling, screaming on, over talking people. Asar do the same shit. But I love Asar for that though. But don't act like he don't do. He got away with that voice. Yeah, man, you know what? You just stupid shit. You be like, damn, did that man just call me stupid? What the hell? He talking to people who he know ain't even reading that type of level work. Think about that. We all do it now, different styles, yo. So why do we catch the heat for the same shit? Why am I known as the nigga who character is out of order? Sanjetti used to play that card to the end. Like that, they really tried to make sense. I'm that guy. I'm the atheist guy. I'm out of control. Dude, really? That's the shit. And niggas get mad because I called it out. That's what friends do. They call you out, you on some bullshit. So I'm saying the whole pious monk shit, all that is bullshit. Because when the rubber really hit the road and it was time to show real character in a situation that could potentially harm all the groups coexisting, I was the better man. I called this nigga for a month straight. And he told you he's not talking. Something threaten that nigga then, yo. Can't nobody make him do it. You know what I'm saying? I get all this shit. Oh, throw me out the Facebook group. I get that. Take my face out the video. This nigga take my face out of the shit I started. Me and Ben started. How you gonna take my nigga? It's fucking arrogant, nigga.
Huh? Wait a minute. Whoa.
Nigga, I ain't listen, nigga.
I don't know.
See, you never know nothing.
I don't be. Listen,
see, you
obviously
don't.
I don't be watching stuff.
That's my point.
I don't.
So how? No. Hey, Kofi. Suppose you woke up on Monday and your name was off all the Kofi shit. Think about that for a minute, yo. How would that affect you? See, some shit did you, yo, the Masi nigga, I wanted the world to see what West Africa was really about. That wasn't no luck shit. That wasn't luck, bro. The Masi is my favorite. Don't make me get the book, Destruction Back Civilization, nigga. The Masi is my favorite group that would not accept Islam, Christianity, Judaism. How you gonna make some videos and take my face out of it? That Sean do that. How is that playing, yo? Nigga, don't play with me. Don't play with my brand. Don't play with Ben Brand. Don't play like, who does that? I'm saying he don't know when to stop and nobody can control him, yo. So since nobody can control him, niggas don't nobody say nothing to me because I stay on go with this. Won't nobody have nothing. Matter of fact, everybody love it. I wild out. We good. So that ain't out. We ain't the pious monks. So we good. I can cuss nigga out, then throw some scientific sources. My shit based off that. Y'all shit not based. Y'all don't need that heat. Y'all need that, remember? Because y'all got the commotion. I got the book, I'm reading it. And that's one of my favorite books too, that book we wrote. Just for the record. See? Just for the record. That's definitely one of my favorite books. Seriously. A lot of you know, I learned a lot in that. But still, you don't want all that heat. But I'm going to keep the heat up. Sean keep talking about sneak dissing. He can't even tell nobody why he mad. You don't even know. You his man. Don't nobody know. What the Unc really do? Do y'all really know? So Unc didn't watch a video. Okay, is that it? Is that enough to do all this? Okay, well, Unc didn't make Chef and them bring sources. Is that it? Is that really like, what is it? What did I do? Right, when I say get me out the game, I didn't mean try to destroy me. I meant make sure, correct me on some shit. So what part of my work did I make some mistakes that I need to get correct? That's what I ain't mean, nigga, just kill the whole shit. So I don't know, yo, I don't know. I know I play a role in a lot of good shit, a lot of bad shit, yo, but I keep us all in the motherfucking mix. I mix this shit up. If I don't do nothing else, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I might have wrote one motherfucking pamphlet, nigga, and working on 2 more, but I keep the bitch cracking. Smash dove in with the perfect cracking topic. All based off of the cracking topic we had when the pseudo killers argued for damn near a year over Black Egypt. That shit was fun. We learned more shit about Egypt than we ever had. That shit was like, it was lit. Like everybody was supposed to jump on that. Asarja, this how you know. When Wuja making shows about shit, when Smash making shows about shit, and when Asar making shows about shit, and the shit spill over to Sarnetta TV making shows about shit, when the shit on Garfield, yo, that's what we gotta be. That's the shit. That ain't the time to tap out and get mad and burn the whole shit down. That's crazy. That makes no sense. What we do is we educate, bro. Scientific literacy right here for me. You know what I'm saying? West Africa for the Masi. Kofi do a little bit of, Kofi pass our research team, do a little bit of everything, keep it smooth, calm down. Everybody take a deep breath. Dalai Lama, I get it, Kofi. I'm not mad at you, yo. Okay, I get it, all right? I'm just simply saying, yo, what we really supposed to do, yo. Like this is what the pseudo killers is the motherfucking the fast paced show. That's what we do. Like them niggas get on my fucking nerves, Kofi. That's what they do. Chef get on my nerve. We be like, oh my God, I can't believe. But sometimes he say shit this right. Like if he right. Can't say something they right sometimes. Like that's really the atmosphere that it should always be. The ideas should be able to be expressed, bro. Right? And people that claim they got their homework or whatever niggas think they got, right, should be able to bring experts to collaborate it. Seriously, like that's all we really got, yo. We get views, I get views, Smash get views, yo. I've been doing it for 15 years, yo. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, yo, I'ma get a little more. It ain't a lot, nigga. When they took my fucking 2 channels, 3 channels, nigga, it ain't a lot, right? But we get just enough, right? Where some people say, yo, I appreciate that. And if a person know Kofi Pasa research team, then they know Masi. And if they know Masi, then they know the Amaral squad. And if they know the Amaral squad, then they know the pseudo killers. You can put it in what order you want. I don't even care, dog. See, I ain't on that, yo. What I'm on is get your man. Because it's not gonna stop. How many books y'all got? How many books y'all got, Kofi? Huh?
I don't know, man. Probably 25, 28. I don't.
Yo, I got a Weber grill outside, yo. I got 25 statements to make and 25 jokes. I swear on my life, dog, because that's all I got at this point. Because you get your man. Everybody, Suit Tech, everybody, I done called them, everybody playing, like, get your man. Why we doing it? What do you want to get in the middle of the street and debate something? You want to debate the Dogon? You knocked out the box. The Big Bang, what all that shit? What is it? What is it that Sean want, yo? I just want everybody to get your man. That's what I'm saying, yo. Like, I don't got a publishing company, yo. I go through Amazon or something else. That's what I'm saying, yo. So everybody's shit gonna get fucked up but his. Think about that. Think about we got the Science with Sean. I know we get 300,000 views. That's another shot. So you don't think of just sneak dissing, right? I know see, Sean need to just do that. He need to just go Science with Sean, talk all the shit he want. At the end of the day, that shit gonna fall back on everybody. Because what I'm saying is, get your mans. Like, I'm not stopping. I stopped for a month. He had 1 month to answer the phone, and he wouldn't, bro. He wouldn't do it. And guess what? Can't nobody say I'm lying because he said it. Everybody knows Sean wouldn't do it. Everybody told Sean from Ben to you, hey, Sean, get Sean. Sean, call Me and Ben was talking. Ben called me. We had our words, man. But we talk, yo. That's just good business for people like me and you. See, when you don't have a conversation, Kofi, did I send you a link?
Mm-hmm.
Did you not talk to all us?
Yeah, I talked the people that I had a relationship with and the pseudo killers. I talked to. Yeah, I talked.
Didn't it help the situation, yo?
Yeah, it cleared up some stuff for me because I'm the type that I was feeling a certain type of way. I knew how me and you feel, but I had relationships with other people too that I was on iffy on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, was they throwing slick shots at me that they ain't fooling with me. But when we got on that phone call and we talked and we hashed it out, we cool. Like I'm saying, shit, Chef my man. You know what I'm saying? Some small, it may be small, some of the stuff he did, you know what I'm saying, for me, it may be small to him, but it's big for me. So that's my man. He's my man. Shoot, Concrete Corey, my man. I can pick up the phone and call him. The man gonna pick up the phone. We can have a nice conversation. I could do the same thing with Shepard. You see what I'm saying? So they my man. So I had a conversation with the people I had a relationship with because I feel like maybe they had an issue with me because of certain stuff was going on. I was gonna see what I can do to try to fix and rectify the situation so it won't get too far out of hand. I tried. Ain't nothing else I could do.
It is. Get your man.
I tried. I can't make just like nobody can really make you do what you want to do. I ain't gonna say you don't listen. You do. You done call me and you done call me. I ain't saying they can. They can, because you done called me on 2 occasions. You were finna crash out on live. I had to talk you down from not going live. And you listen. You didn't do it. So I can't say you don't. I can't say that you don't listen.
You know why? You know why, Kofi? You know why? Because I respect y'all. See, respect ain't a word you just say. You only know when a person got respect for you when you get in that moment, and the moment come and go, and they ain't do what you asked them to do. Then you realize they really don't respect me. They got their own agenda for real, for real. Like, I don't respect Sinjetti when he talking that don't never cuss shit. I don't respect that, so I never listen to that. I don't listen to Wu Jai when you saying, yo, you need to do like this and straighten up your tie, you need to slow it down a little bit. I don't listen, I don't respect that. None of them niggas is telling me how to talk and when to talk. Then that mean we just can't share the space all the time. But what I do is, when the Raw Squad come together, yo, I taper my shit all the way down. I be on my best behavior, dog. See, because at the end of the day, yo, collectively, yo, I respect Smash Rockwells. I respect Wu Jai, right? I respect them. I respect Asal Hotel. I do. Sinjetti, I'm trying to, I don't know where we at because he kind of like, he lied live on air, right? And I don't play the games, but I don't hate him. Right? I don't even dislike him, but I ain't really fucking with him because he lied live on air and he didn't get his man. See, you gotta get your man. Infodisi is his man. And he ain't never checked Infodisi. Right? He ain't never checked whatchamacallit, Jabari. He ain't never checked them, dog. See, he ain't never checked his mans. See? So I'm saying, Kofi, man, at the end of the day, yo, I ain't gonna drag that part of it out. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know what man, Sean ain't got no personal shit going on here, yo. This shit is all based off of him being a control freak and when everybody do shit the way he do shit. That's the only thing I can think of, yo. I'm not wrong for having Concrete Corey, Cosmic Corey on the show that loves the cosmos. I'm not wrong for having Chef on the show that love talking about African history in general, Islam. I'm not wrong for having Kid on the show that just bring the solidness. You know what I'm saying? Just supported all of us in what we did. I'm not wrong for having him on the show. He's a science advocate. I'm not wrong for that, bro. That's not wrong. That's not wrong. They might not do things the way we feel like they should do it, bro, but they do things the way they do things, and we gotta have an environment where everybody else is stale, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need the whole mix, yo. That's all I'm saying, yo. All that shit work well, yo. A nigga need a break from the pseudo killer sometimes. Just come over there and sit back and kick back and listen to Kofi. Nigga need a break sometime and just read the screen with Sean. Okay, just need to read. Ain't nothing wrong with reading them. Nah, that tell you I ain't mad though, yo. See, that tell you I ain't mad.
You can't help yourself, man.
I ain't mad at Sean. I know, but he been talking shit the last couple. He been talking. Anyway, man, listen, man. So everybody listen, yo, it ain't no real thing, yo. But yo, hey, look, hey. I don't know. I would like to know. I just want to know why is Sean so mad? What did I do wrong, Sean? I don't know what I did, Sean. I don't know. You should know. Hey, Kofi, if anybody should know why he's mad, you should know. How come nobody know?
I mean, I got a couple of things on, I got a couple of things, but we already shared that. I mean, like a lot of times, you can't, like I was saying earlier in the show, a person, I can't dictate how a person feel about certain things. Like some stuff that you can say, it might affect me. It might. Mm-hmm. But some stuff that I might say to you, you might roll right off your shoulders. You see what I'm saying? So, and when people have high expectations for people, right? And they get let down, we don't know how they gonna react when they feel like that person done let them down for whatever capacity it may be. It may be the same thing like what I was saying with the thing with, and you done told us all this, and you're right, not destroy you, but let you know, hey man, you was wrong on this area, man. You do such and such, and then you show. And that's the thing with me. If I ain't got no problem with that, just you show me so I can learn, but don't come at me crazy. I'm not gonna listen to you if you told me crazy. But I'm just saying, it was something that you did that let the man down. Then it was something else.
But tell me, what did I do?
Okay, maybe the thing. Okay, I'll just give you an example, man. I mean, I'll just tell you this. I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let
coming and just.
All right. I'm not gonna let, if I'm somewhere and somebody talking about you, I'm not gonna let them talk about you. I'm not gonna share the space with them. If just like I told you, if you keep talking about Sean, I'm gonna get out because I can't tell you what to do on your platform, but I can remove myself.
I like
so maybe that is an issue there. Like, okay, that's what I'm saying.
What platform? Hold on. What platform was it in our little text message? Do you know?
I don't know.
So let me help you out. Everything that everybody said about Sean, I agree with. So why wouldn't I let him say it? Think about that though, Kofi. If I agree with that shit, then why not? Ain't nobody say nothing about that man family. I'm not having that. Ain't nobody calling him a bitch ass nigga because I don't hang around bitch ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? None of the above, Kofi. So anything outside of that is fair game. No, he don't know. He did the whole Asar, Fukiao, and all that nonsense is just that. It's a bunch of African mythology, which unto itself is dope. Let's get that straight, right? All peoples of indigenous people have created mythology. It's a beautiful thing at study. That's what I do. I'm God killer, right? I love reading that. Right? When a person try to move it out of that space, out of that sacred space, you moving from a sacred space, right, to a dry, data-driven space. It's not right, dog. It does them an injustice. It takes away their creativity. It takes away their imagination. It takes away who they was. It's even not right. So you talking somebody this. Let me finish. So that's my point, bro. So I'm not trying to hear nothing what y'all say when y'all try to make Fukiao, the cookie dough god, made the earth. I'm not doing it, bro. Bro, we read the book. Asar played the little game with the little everybody. I'm not doing that. I'm not built like that, dog. I'm not playing the whole Dogon. See, Shabbos give us 35 fucking sources of some nuts talking about the dope. I want to hear that. This shit's already been answered. Like, we don't have to go through that, bro. Science has spoken on the subject of astronomy. You're either going to add to it or get ran over by it. So if people is cracking jokes about that, I'm cracking jokes too. So Sean, he can just be mad at that. But when it comes, don't nobody be talking no personal, nothing about Sean. And then when niggas do say something that's crazy about a book about something, we don't talk about that. Find a show where we berate people's material. You don't have it, but I can find shows where y'all talk cash shit about Concrete Court and Sheffrin.
Y'all.
Craig Jones, hold on. Wait, let me finish. Because as long as I get it off my chest, I ain't holding it in. Niggas wouldn't even let us on the panel. You know how many times Sean had kicked me off a panel? I have never in my life kicked Sean off a panel. This nigga kicked people off. Who the fuck do he think he is to kick me off a motherfucking panel? Who the fuck do I think I am to kick you off a panel? I wouldn't kick you off you keep saying it's my platform. Kofi, yo, you got carte blanche, my nigga. Y'all don't come over here. This is the first time. Hey, Chef, I'm with that shit. This is the first time we seen anybody from that. Ghost.
No. Okay, so if I don't come in, that means I'm not participating. Because I'm gonna tell you, like I told y'all before, on the phone. Right. No, we was on the phone. I told you that, hey, I was wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm gonna say, I said I was wrong. I am unsubscribed because Sheffrin had checked me and asked me, man, why you unsubscribed for this channel? Right. So I said, look, you're right. I see Kent come over there. I see Sheffrin come over there, and I see Sosa come over there. And I said, well, I gotta do right. If they can come over there and support me, tell me if I'm lying, Sheffrin. I said, I'm gonna back subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna watch. I may not come in the chats, but I'm watching because see, that's the thing with me.
You're right. We got that right. But that was the point. Why it had to be that though? Like, we never ever not supported y'all, bro. Like, who don't like watching a Kofi joint? in their spare time, yo, who don't like listening to Sean talk about the pandemic? This should be some solid shit. Sometimes I think he think he the expert. That ain't a shot. That you need to knock that part off. But generally speaking, yo, yo does a great job on the pandemic, yo. And that's why every space I went to, see, he's a selfish little dude. And I'm standing in front of everybody. This is why he's selfish. It's not a platform I went on that I ain't call him. Come on, yo. Like, because he need to be heard. Come on, dog. Name a topic that niggas made for me. Think about that, yo. What topic did niggas make for me? Nobody. I ain't mad at that. I'm gonna keep working. Let's go, Sean.
Yeah, but a lot of us can't get in the spaces you get into. Like you say you've been doing this for 15 years, right? And a lot of people don't fool with us. Don't fool with us because we don't do what everybody else is doing.
That ain't true. Everybody fool with you.
Right. I'm saying not everybody. And you get in those spaces. That's why I say I love you, because you do what you do. You will grab somebody and you will bring them along with the ride. I ain't going if I ain't. I ain't stopping you for that. That's what you do. But a lot of times you get in these spaces.
And hope, yo, I died. Listen, I learned something a long time ago, Kofi. Everybody hear this, yo. I can't keep it unless I give it away, yo. If I don't make a pseudo killer, yo, then if I don't allow people to have their own voice, it's gonna be a time, yo, when I'm gonna be left out. The shit gonna die if people don't add on to it, right? If Smash not adding to the conversation, arguing with Wu Dao over the black, then the shit is wrong. If the pseudo killers ain't challenging slavery in Africa, yo, like you gotta talk about it. We gotta stop making things sacred not to talk. That's why people end up in cults.
I don't have a problem with it. I ain't never had a problem with the conversation.
So they never was wrong talking about. Chef wasn't wrong. None of the dudes was wrong talking about the slavery. Yo.
I got Chef, my man. But Chef done said some crazy stuff. Like what? And the British
never
went to school. Yo, the British.
We never went to school in the Zinger, but we didn't go to school in the Zinger.
Right.
Listen. We didn't go to school in the Zinger, yo. Nor did we hang out with the fucking Dogon. We got last time I checked. Think about what I'm saying. We don't even know them people, yo. We gotta knock that off, yo. I'm not gonna get mad at you because I'm not mad at Chef because he called the bitch. I was hot, right? But I ain't gonna let that. I got out the chat. I hung up. I quit the group. I quit the group for that. I did. I quit. But Chef quit the group for the black. Why you quit, Chef? Chef quit every 3 months.
Because we agree with her having slaves.
Yeah, he quit. Yeah, he quit.
Like, I can't fuck with these niggas, yo. They cool with this shit.
I can't fuck with them. Like niggas get more mad at me calling her a bitch than that bitch having slaves. Like that is nuts to me. We the result of slavery, and we mad, man. I don't get it, but
there you go.
I'm going back on mute.
You know what I'm saying? If we go too long, Kobe, he gonna quit again, yo. I'm saying, yo, we all we got at the end of the day, yo. And no, I'm not trying to break none of this down, yo. I'm not, yo. Like I want everybody to thrive, yo. I like all them books sitting right there. I'm a book man, yo. You know, I buy the books in tens, yo. Sean just cheap, yo. Sean don't want to get nobody no break. You cheap, Sean. I couldn't have hustled with Sean, yo. Sean crazy, yo. Yeah, you crazy, yo. He gonna get locked up with the dope. I'm gonna sell 2 for 1. I'm gonna sell 2 for 1, right? Sean like, nope. I need this. Nope. I need every dollar. He gonna get every dollar. He tripping. No, I ain't tripping, yo. Y'all fair. I let him down. I ain't let nobody talk about no damn Sean. Stop it. Like, that's crazy. Like,
and maybe that's all he need to know. Maybe that's all he need to hear.
He's supposed to know that. I know Sean ain't gonna let nobody. Sean defend me more than me. Sean defend everybody. See, that's what Sean mad at, man. Sean mad because he feel like, I'm gonna say it, and maybe he'll get over it. Sean mad because he feel like he ain't getting his props, right? And you know how it is, yo. Like, you don't feel like you're getting your props and you holding it down. You doing the heavy lifting. But everybody got their time, yo. I heard he got a good book out, dog.
And he gonna send you a copy. He didn't take you everything.
Nah, I supposed to think I got my copy. You see what I'm saying?
No. Right. we finna send you a copy. We finna send you a copy. He didn't take you out of the book or nothing. That's why I'm saying it ain't. And then just the conversation, the man still respect you. It's just like I'm saying. It's just all I'm saying is it wouldn't have been like this. Like I told Sean, if he would have just picked up the phone when I told him to call you or answer the phone next time. Call you, man. Call you. Pick up the phone and tell him how you feel. Let him know and get it off your chest and tell him how I feel. And it probably wouldn't have even went. Hey, it wouldn't have went this far. I know it wouldn't have went this far.
I wouldn't have went to the barbecue.
Right, you wouldn't have brought up the intellectual property.
Smokehouse bar, I would have did it. I wouldn't have went to the smokehouse.
Right. So, but I just, and I ain't even got, people gonna disagree and have problems. Like I'm saying, the only thing, like I said, I said during the show was, and if I wasn't putting the blame just on you, and I wasn't putting the blame, y'all putting the blame on both of y'all. Like,
how is both of us to blame for that though?
Because both. All right, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm the guy supposed to be the guy with good character guy. I'm supposed to be the guy everybody like, but everybody don't like me. No matter how much I treat people with respect, no matter how much motherfuckers call me about something, I do it out of the kindness of my heart. Motherfuckers still talk about me. You saying still talk about me? You see what I'm saying?
What you mean? Who don't like you, Kofi?
I ain't finna get into all that, but
I know I'm telling the truth tonight. This is the night of truth. I ain't holding nothing back because once it's over, it's over. I ain't holding it back. I'm saying everything I say, I'm gonna get off my chest. Since it played out in front of the world, it's gonna play out in front. I ain't mad. I ain't got no loss in my heart for Sean. And soon as the nigga Chief X said he's gonna punch him in his mouth in the middle of our food, nigga, I'm like, what, nigga? You lost your mind with that. So no, you tell the truth, nigga. Don't keep the truth in. That ain't Kimoja, yo. I mean, it's not.
Kimoyo.
Oh, Kimoyo.
But what I'm saying is, it's like,
ain't nobody said nothing about you, yo, like that.
But what I'm saying is, like, both of y'all have influence. And whether y'all want people to just mind their business, that's what my whole purpose is telling people to mind their business. It's like people getting involved in something that ain't got nothing to do with.
But how you gonna mind their business when we live on YouTube talking about it? It is their business now, yo.
So now they got to pick a side, and then now they got to talk bad about some other people that ain't even involved in what's going on between you and them.
But that's normally what humans do. They pick sides, yo. Like, so what? Pick a side, nigga. So what, nigga? Y'all, it's only one side.
Okay, so if I pick the side, but what I'm just saying, so if I pick the side and say I'm rocking with Sean, you might wouldn't give a damn.
I'd have burned 3 of your books. Shit, fuck it. Pick the side. You lost.
But I ain't doing that because I got a personal relationship with both of you. That's what I'm saying. I got a personal relationship with both of you.
I'm not mad at you picking a side, right? Woo job pick fucking Asar side all the time. Nobody get mad. Asar gonna be, you'll never hear Wu Jia say Asar wrong. You'll hear him say, nah, I don't agree with the Gypsies, knew the Big Bang, but he won't say Asar was wrong on that. You'll never see them two, they thick as thieves in that shit right there, yo. Like they right? But you'll hear Smash say wrong, right? You'll hear, I ain't never said Smash was wrong about shit, because I ain't never heard him wrong about shit. All I know, he keep beating up Wu Jia. Why Smash keep beating up Wu Jia like that, though? He keep beating up a song Wu Jia. Every 5 years, you can set your clock. Right? You can set your clock. Every 5 years on the nose, Smash gonna shoot them arrows, is gonna sting. Simple as that. And that's where we at. Let me read this real quick, Kofi. Hey, Kofi, you know I ain't never changed how. Come on, Kofi, stop that, man. One thing I'm not is a phony, corny nigga, yo.
Oh, right? Let me say this before you read that. And this was a good little
get off
conversation. You know what I mean? I hope y'all see that, it ain't no beef between, y'all two, or it shouldn't be no beef between the different little groups. But it gets to the point where you do pick sides, right? We all pick sides when it comes to the information, right? So I will say I did pick the pseudo killer side on the information, right? Because I agree with the pseudo killer's position on the Fukiao conversation, and I agree with our position, right? most of the time the pseudo killers don't agree on shit, right? When y'all see us, we're arguing. I'm saying on these issues, right? We were in alignment that the Dogon had no prior knowledge of the companion star, no scientific knowledge of it, right? It was all mythological. We was in agreement on that, right? And we was on agreement over the Fukuyao and the Big Bang theory. So all my disagreements with Sean and Chavis was off of that. It wasn't nothing personal. I can't remember myself saying that. Now I didn't throw little jabs here and there because I feel like they go a little bit harder than I do, right? When they start being a little bit personal, right? So I threw a couple little jabs, but I never really went too. I don't feel like I went too far. You know what I mean? But if I did, I apologize. But I don't feel like I ever said anything disparaging to them, right? About their capacity to understand information. I never called them stupid. You feel me? Now I take all them shots from them. You feel me? And they need to work on that. You know what I mean? But other than that, and even Sean, me and Sean have conversations in the back chat all the time. He send me his videos when he'll make a video about me and he'll send it to me. You feel me? So if he's sending it to me, I feel like yo ain't really trying to diss me. Because he letting me know he doing it and he's joking. He's showing me he's joking. You dig what I'm saying? Now him and Unc shit, that's some other shit. I never spoke on that shit online. You feel me? So that's where I'm at with it. And Kofi, you know what I mean? When you fall off the scene, I hit you up. Boom, boom, boom. What's up, bro? You good? Boom, when you gonna do a show? So that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? Y'all can go ahead.
Let me say this. The one with the funny accent.
Where Tahuti at?
The guy with the funny accent.
Shut up, Tahuti.
And the guy with the funny accent.
Tahuti.
Hey, it wasn't no shot. It wasn't no shot. I don't know.
Fired.
Listen, and I don't take it like that. I'm also Unc's cheerleader.
Oh hell.
And I'm the one of the not so smart guys in the barber shop. That aside, everything that we address, because nobody knows, or if Sean's saying nobody knows what his personal issue with Ankh is, that means we couldn't have been involved in ourselves in any personal issue. I heard Fukuyao, I heard Big Bang, I heard Red Planet, I heard Evolving Planet, and we went in. Then to top it off, because of the comments about methodology and a flawed reasoning would have us to believe we need to read 50 books on methodology to assess scientific accuracy. That's a flawed methodology within itself. The whole exercise is one of post hoc rationalization and a flawed concept of equating mythology to science. So in terms of methodology, even bringing this subject up in that context says something about application of correct methodology. That's a point we made. Number two, we had a show where we brought sources. Each presenter brought sources explaining how this stuff works in science. Outside of that, and yes, I'm gonna take my shots because if I'm Ank's cheerleader, I want us to have this discussion one-on-one. So yes, that's what I said. Otherwise than that, who knows what Sean's issue is if he never brought it forward. But that's a red herring not to have to rebut what we put on the table. Because if nobody knows what that argument is about, how is it we are involving ourselves in something personal? That makes no sense.
Facts. All right, y'all see the screen. This Wuja post, this is what Wuja do. You can always tell when Wuja lost conversation because he started making poses and shit. Yeah, here you go. It says adversarial rap battle style discussions. So he really talking about Smash Rockwell's, right? Is of little benefit to progressive scholarship. Right? I blame the circus community for manufacturing such behavior. There seems to be a serious deficit in fundamental comprehension skills. See, he's throwing shots, slurs, all the stuff y'all say don't do, right? In the circus community. So then he gets to, here's a lesson from March 14, 2020 on the difference between appeal to authority versus defer to authority for the benefit of all who engage in arguments, knowing the distinction is critical for progression, for progress. It say my recent encounter online. My recent online encounter inspired me to share my previous video discussion on the topic. So it's all in there, right? It's all in there. It's all in there. Like, and so that's how he fight. That's what he do. Circus community. Who is he talking? He talking about you, Kofi? Circus community, right? But Barnum and Bailey. Last time I checked, Barnum and Bailey had 3 goddamn rings. So if you're in the circus, you know what I'm saying, and you teach a meta lecture, then you're in the goddamn circus too. See, think about that, yo. If you got the makeup on and you got the name, the you know, like Egyptian name and all that shit, then you're a character in the circus. If it's a circus. Think about that. Now, he wasn't talking about me, right? But he does think that, you know what I'm saying, I ain't a serious study. You know, Wu-Jai never lost in the conversation. You know him, he ain't, nah, that nigga ain't never, you ain't never heard him say he lost. Never. But he lost this one though, right? See, sometimes things simplify and getting straight to the point make more sense than the person dragging it out. I tell Wu-Jai, hey, Wu-Jai, I say this all the time. I say, bro, you are a masterful teacher. Nigga, you so damn good that you slow the shit down to a snail's crawl and you explain it. And once you have explained it one time, we all know what you're talking about. We might agree with you, but we understand every point. Where Wu-Jai fuck up is, he'd do the same, he'd say that he'll make the same thing again. You'd be like, wait a minute, yo, we got it the first time. We got it. But he'll repeat the same thing, twist a little bit different, then he'll go back and again, he'd be like, oh, there go Wu-Jai. Yo, he know it, he on lungs. He know it, right? But that's part of his circus act. See, that's part of what he does, right? That's it. That's how he do what he do, right? So calling everybody a circus, I never even felt like the Sarnetta shit was a circus because I understood that it was what it was, that everybody was allowed to come in and speak. I can't tell that man how to do his platform, right? I can't tell Kofi how to do his platform, right? But Wu-Jai's talking to Smash Rockwell's. He ain't talking to a little peon in this thing, right? Everybody know where table the big boys sit at. Everybody know that. So the call to say that Smash is doing a rap style. Now Wu-Jai gonna have an elegant way to talk his way out of that post, though. That's what I really like to hear. I like to hear the way Wu-Jai explain his way out of shit. That's always the joy for me, right? But the conversation was on the word black. That was a great 2-day conversation. Shout out to Shaka Kenneth. Shout out to Asar. That was high level, right? At a quicker pace, scholarship that I always felt like the community needs because the young boys, man, they playing video games, they moving, it's quick. You got to be able to get it quick. The days of the Dr. Ben long lecture, them days is gone, yo. So I'm just saying, all of us got to pick the pace up, yo. You got to find a way to explain. If Wu-Jai's explaining shit one time, move on, yo, he good. But Wu-Jai is a mic, huh? He just do that shit on pop. Like, come on, Wu-Jai, we got this shit. Damn. But that's his style in the circus. You know what I'm saying? In the online circus, right? Now, of course, I'm throwing shots, right? But I'm just bringing out a point here, right? That the conversation they had was a great conversation. whether Wuja want to admit it or not. It was some things he just couldn't get around. And everybody saw that. Now, whether Smash is completely right, you know what I'm saying? I know Asar and them, they'll get together and do what they're going to do, right? It's a different story. But the conversation was clearly edifying to everybody, and it moved at a pace that we could all grasp, right? Like the whole fall asleep, wake up, oh shit, wake, But the pace that we was doing to that, yo, that's what's really needed for this next generation. And we gotta all be aware of the way we do what we do, right? So I just wanted to read that, right? Just to bring it full circle. If you don't know what the conversation was, hey, Smash probably ain't even on. Smash, you say he might be asleep. Where you at, Smash? Yeah, he probably just lets back moved out at this point, yo. We took so damn long. But it's just the conversation. Go check out Smash Rockwell's channel, right? The rest of the conversation got picked up on Garfield's show. Shout out to Garfield Dagger Squad, right? So the conversations is good. Now, you know, ain't nobody mad at Wuja calling the shit a circus. I mean, it's Wuja, right? But is it in keeping with standards, right? Is that think about that, yo? You say I sneak this and those shots. I thought I come straight out with this shit. I don't know how to sneak a nigga. I'ma say it, right? But I understand where Wuja is coming from with that, because that's how he throw his shots, right? I understand that, right? I get it. That's a shot at what Smash was doing. He was basically saying that shit wasn't shit for real. Let me translate it for it. That wasn't shit for real. You did it too fast, like a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? And it was off the top of your head. You know what I'm saying? That's what he really was saying. But I know, and anybody else to be no conversation, Smash been giving them niggas that work for 10 years now, right? So we gonna see how the conversation's gonna go. At this point, yeah, Smash up about 30. Yeah, I don't know. I'm saying that miracles can happen. They can happen. But go ahead, somebody else want to say something about the conversation? How about you, Kent? Chef, you want to say something about the conversation? Right now, the chef's probably mad as hell. Ain't mad. Hey, Kent, where you at, Kent? No, I ain't with Kent out. It's Saturday. It's Sunday. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Chef.
Oh, my bad. No, yeah, the conversation definitely was it was an awesome conversation. Like I said, I learned a lot from it. I think like what you said, Wuja might have some good points, and I heard what he was saying. Like he definitely brings something to the conversation that you need to look at. But from how y'all say you pose a fight, with the sources, and he didn't bring nothing to the table, and Smash was bringing the same materials that he was talking about, and everything that he was bringing was supporting his side of the argument more. So, you know, yeah, so it was a good conversation, but it wasn't just Wuja who was catching arrows. You was catching arrows too. From the conversation.
So.
Yeah,
I don't think so. My argument never crossed that. My argument was, where was I catching arrows at?
There you go. All right. Now, you've been stating, right, on numerous occasions in different conversations that ancient people, how you used to say it, ancient people or Africans didn't see themselves as Black, right? And they didn't look at it the way we do. They wouldn't do certain things, right? Why would they call themselves Black, right? You were saying all of this stuff, none of that stuff made sense, right? Mm-hmm. Then when he go to the 6th dynasty and show ancient Africans who seen themselves as Black or characterized themselves as Black, your whole argument on that particular point starts to fall apart. Now, we all get checked on certain things, you dig what I'm saying? But for me, I already knew that if you saying that there's people in the South, right, that that are dark skinned, right? That are Nahisi, right? And then you had people in the goddamn North that they in contact with that look like Saddam Hussein, right? That these people wasn't going to recognize a physical difference from each other, you know what I mean, and draw alliances, you know what I mean, amongst where that's just not even logical, right? But you constantly kept saying, nah, ancient people ain't look at it like that. I kept saying, why wouldn't they? They was human beings. You think they was Homo sapiens sapiens. They had the same brain that you got. You feel me? If you do it, what makes you think that they wouldn't? What that just, so I feel like you caught some arrows there and you can redefine your argument, but he clearly showed that ancient people in Africa called themselves Black. You know what I mean? Now, if you don't disagree with them on that, then you got to redefine your argument.
Yeah, if it was exactly what you said, you would be right. But of course, as usual, Chef and L just says what he wants to say. So my point was that based off of the racism, the scientific racism, the whole thing where a group of people said these are Black people and we are these people, that was my conversation. At no point did I ever say that a single person, because Smash almost 6 people, didn't refer to, you didn't say they was Black. I ain't never said that. I said the concept of race wasn't active in Egypt. That was my conversation. That's what I said. That's the point I was trying to make. So, you know what I mean? So that's what I thought I was saying. So I can see how you thought it bleed over, right? But that, I'm just saying what my point was. I say, Chef, they wasn't looking at race like that. I said, that's what I said. I said they wasn't. That's an anachronism, right? So if you find 6 people that says that still ain't for the whole society.
So you think those 6 people was an anomaly?
No, I'm saying what they were saying. You think that those 6 people, hold on. You think that those 6 people just went crazy in the 6th dynasty and did something that none of the other people in their community. Yeah, but they wasn't.
Or they was having a general, hold on, they was having a general conversation, right? If they putting it on the walls, then it must have been a general conversation, right? In the way that they seen themselves. That would be crazy for them.
Chef, you mixing it real well. Let me unmix that shit. Let me put some water on the fire. So at no point did Smash show that they was referring themselves to a race of Black people. That was my point. Race. That was my point, Chef.
Hold on. Why are you saying?
That was my point.
Hold on.
That was my point.
Now you just got it confusing.
No, I didn't. I'm saying that just because you call yourself, just because you see yourself as being dark-skinned, doesn't mean that you think there's a whole race and your race is dominant over a lighter-skinned person. It doesn't mean that, Chef. You tried to bring the point that they did. You tried to make it seem like the ancient people was practicing racism the same way. You don't remember the whole conversation? We got to take. That was the conversation.
Hold on. I agree with that.
So then why do we all get that?
No, hold on. So you saying that ancient people or people in history didn't practice, again, you're saying that they didn't practice racism, where you have these people making disparaging remarks about different people because of their differences.
I'm saying that as a general rule, as a general rule of thumb, the Romans, the Greeks, and Egyptians, as a general rule of thumb. I'm not saying that it wasn't possible for a wild person. That's like the slavery piece. When the Egyptians didn't have slavery, you can always find some motherfucker somewhere that's doing it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the culture itself did not use race as a placeholder for them, 1, being Egyptian, and 2, them being different. We're a whole different race. That's not what that was. No. Hey, Ken, you was in on the conversation. Where you at? Hold on, Chef. What the fuck is Chef saying and what was I saying? Do you remember at all?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up because I went back and listened. Somebody was in here, heard you call my name, so I tried to go back and listen to what y'all was talking about at that point. But
I was talking about when you ain't hear me, when Chef is trying to make it seem as if my argument was that the Egyptians, the culture itself, right, didn't have an idea of race and they considered themselves the Black race. That's what I said. Color race. That was my argument. Not that you couldn't find a person.
I wouldn't even put that on ancient people the way you're put, because our modern.
That's why I'm asking Kip right now. He was there.
You said say that one more time. You said that they didn't consider themselves a race. They consider themselves the black race. Say that again.
No, I said they didn't consider themselves the black race. That was my argument. Like people say,
yeah, they didn't have a concept of race in the ancient times.
That's what I'm saying.
Ancient Egyptians.
And Chef said yes, they did. And since Smash, right? Okay, now we're getting to
so now we can get somewhere. Now we can get somewhere.
Now we clearing it up. So you think Smash Point? Hold on. You think Smash Point actually reinforced that?
No,
that's my core arrow.
No, I don't know what his point is. I'm saying by him pointing that out, it reinforces my point. You dig what I'm saying?
Now he might got the same distinction. Yeah. Okay, I can. Okay, I give you that.
Now, our modern understanding of race comes out of the Victorian crazy shit that the Europeans made up, right? That's more the issue that you're talking about, That's your modern day understanding of race, right? But I feel like you can go back into history and see people playing the race card to some degree. Go ahead, Ken.
That's why I feel like you fucking up, Chef, because if they didn't have a concept of race, you know what I mean? You can't bring that into the picture. You know what I mean? Like when we look at the experts, they say you can't bring race in when you're talking about the ancient Egyptians. Like you can't say what the race the ancient Egyptians was because they didn't have race back then until the Europeans brought it in there with the racism.
No, I'm saying if you put our modern understanding of what the races are, it still falls into the same. If you go back to 5,000 BC, you'll still be able to know a black person and a white person, yo. You're not gonna. Those things are not gonna go away because you're in.
Not if you don't have a concept of it, though.
What nigga is you blind?
Yeah, I mean, you can see a lighter person, but I mean, it's a whole paradigm when you're talking about races. You know what I'm saying? Like we was born into the paradigm, so of course we know it all like from birth.
Right.
But if you was born not having that as a, go ahead.
That's why I said our modern understanding of race is shaped by the slavery and the racism that the Victorian English motherfuckers put on us in North America. That's our modern. But I'm saying you can go back in history before that and see the racism. It wasn't as
what would they go by though? Like,
hold on, it wasn't as defined as what we came under, but it was there. It was there before. It was there in Islam and 600 AD, right? I'm not saying it was there with the Greeks in 350 BCE, and it was there. Like
so what would make lighter? Hold up. What would make lighter be better than darker back in?
I didn't say which one was. Damn, that's crazy.
Go ahead. No, I'm just.
No. I'm
trying to understand where you're coming from.
Go ahead.
Issue is this, and I always said it. You don't know what the hell a damn Egyptian is. You never have. Matter of fact, niggas.
I'm not talking about Egyptian. We're talking about the ancient people.
Right, but listen, let me finish my point. I'm simply saying you don't know what an Egyptian is. I'm gonna ask you, Cosmic Koi, double X, triple X, double X. What the fuck is an Egyptian? Nobody seems to know. So I'm trying to tell you, once you understand what an Egyptian is, then you would understand that the color of their skin didn't matter. Right. And if the color of their skin didn't matter, then they didn't have that social construct of race that separated the different races. They separated being Egyptian or being Nubian or being Greek or being Assyrian. And we know evolution, and within those populations, the color ranges. They're more light the dark brown people in Africa. And as you leave Africa and end up in zone 1, right, you get brown to light. So, but the whole, I'm not saying that one person or another person say, yeah, you black. I'm not saying that, but my argument was, right, and I felt like Smash didn't affect me in the conversation. That's all I'm saying. You think it did. I don't think it did. But yeah.
Yeah, because you jumping around. Like
I'm not jumping.
You want to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Hold on,
Cedric.
because I do like my cake and eat it too. Though.
Yeah, you want your cake and eat it too. You want to have both sides of the argument, but that's cool. You know what I mean? That's how you get down. Like you want
both sides. Both sides.
Right. You want Smash Point to be relevant, to be valid, and you want your shit that you've been kicking to be valid also, right? So we at a standstill at this point. You know what I mean? Because now you're not saying what you've been saying, right? You didn't now you didn't tailored it. You didn't made it a hodgepodge of both. You know what I mean? Now I'm not saying everybody. Now is
no. I said on. Hold on. I said in general. You got to say it. You can't. As soon as you get caught up in absolutes, then you done.
But that's why I'm gonna take my time out this week and with things that I say I'm never gonna do, like go back and look at old film or go get sources just for you on this one, because me and you didn't argue this too many times, and you didn't said that shit too many times to me for me to let you slide out the back door the way you try to slide out the back door right now. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do this just this one time. And I'm gonna do it for you just because I respect you. The same way you tried to hold Wu Jai feet to the fire these last 2 days, I'm gonna do the same thing for you, my nigga. I'm not letting you slide out the door with this one.
Okay.
I wasn't around for a minute, Chef.
Hold on, let Smash go ahead.
Hey, Smash, one question real quick. Are you
hold on, let them tap in on it.
I just was tapping in on your bill. Like I kind of remember when I wasn't around for a minute, Unc was slipping. I think all he had was Ujahu them for a minute. So I was watching the show. I was like, what is he saying?
Exactly.
So Chef might be able to pull up that little footage he's talking about.
I got a lot of it. Smash, go ahead.
Hey, Smash, did the ancient Egyptians have a concept of race? Was they dealing with race back before the white man came and made that?
I'm glad you put that out there because I love the chance to say that. None of my initial research in looking at those was ever motivated by substantiated that they called themselves black as a race, how we call ourselves black. Nevertheless, it's only us who's asking, well, what else did black mean? When you have some people who called themselves black and we knew that was a color, then maybe they wasn't under the racial construct we're under now, because black meant beautiful things back then and it put them at the top. But they did make distinguishments by race color, and by skin color. And where we'll find that is in a hymn to Ra. I don't know, I can't remember which period because I'm driving right now, but in a hymn to Ra, they clearly discuss how the Amu ain't getting as much sun as them or as much Ra as them. And they use the word skin color to say, it distinguishes them from us. And so that it possibly had not developed into a negative thing at that point until we start getting what was called the Amu disease or the Asiatic disease, what we know in the Bible as leprosy. And we know that would turn them white. And then it would start make you get a pejorative towards somebody who was white. They sent all the white people to Avaris at one time, it was said. Not white like white, but leprosy white. You see what I'm saying? And that's a claim by Josephus, I think. And so I don't think that they were under racial constructs like we are under, no. But the question stands, when a person who was black, we conclude they possibly were black. When a person who was black calls himself black, what does he mean? Because that's the last question we got to answer. We already know it says the black.
So it might not even mean what we use it as today. Like it might mean something totally different.
It definitely, black was always a color, and black is a color to us too, right? So that's synonymous still. And we call ourselves black and as people, and we found
it range in different complexions.
Yeah, all calling themselves that.
There you go. That's my point. On one of the
real quick, sir. Hey, Chef, since you brought this shit up, what makes an Egyptian? I'm gonna keep asking you, give me an answer. What makes a person an Egyptian? Is it the colors of his skin? Is it his national identity? Is it his family? What makes an Egyptian Egyptian? Do you know? I'm gonna ask you this all week. I ain't got an answer yet.
By fact that they Egyptian, yo.
Oh, okay. All right.
The same way the Egypt. What makes you an American, yo?
I gotta be
born in America.
Gotta be born in the country, right?
All
right. I speak English. You know what I'm saying? That's
no,
not. I don't make you an American.
I think just being born on American soil makes you.
Yeah, being an American makes you an American.
Right.
Yeah, if you're born an American, then you're an American. I think that's what makes you American. And you can come in and get certain things that you can migrate to America, right, and get citizenship.
Become an American that way too.
Yeah.
Right? There's different ways you can become an American.
Right. So do you think that's what Egypt? And I'm saying, do you think that's what makes you an Egyptian?
Yeah.
Right. That's why I know you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
What about what makes an ancient Egyptian? Because ancient Egyptian is different than the modern Egyptian, correct?
Facts. Modern Egyptians ain't ancient Egyptians. Absolutely. They not. Not no way. Nope.
The chef look like he thinking over there.
They not.
This is a relevant point. Like we were just talking about the black and the race thing, and he just went to trying to get me on some.
I just wanted to get you since we trying to get on the arrow. We were talking about something else, and you hit me with the smash got you. So I just wanted to get you.
Yeah, he got you. You ain't get me. That makes no. I still don't get your point. Explain your point, how you got me on what makes an Egyptian.
Because you've been arguing for a year.
You've
been arguing for a year. This book right here tell you what makes an Egyptian. Get the book.
I can't see that book. I can't even see it.
Oh, shit. You can't see it.
Nah, I wouldn't even read no shit like that. But go ahead. Tell me.
Question. Was the question answer? Is Kem a title? Is it an office? Did Wuja answer that question?
Wuja here now. He can answer for himself.
Yeah, Wuja gonna be here in a minute.
No, he here now.
Did he answer is Kem a title? Because that was a main part of the argument that Unc was owning him too, that Bobby Banger was owning him too. Is it an office? Is it a title? Did you get the answer?
He said it was.
Did you get the answer to satisfy your Bobby Banger?
No, I ain't get that. He's supposed to send it to me. He ain't get it to me yet. I ain't get it yet. I ain't changed my background. I'm out here in the cosmos. Hey man, the cosmos, yo, can't show my books. I done went to the moon some damn way.
I don't want to see that pseudo ass book.
What? I don't read no pseudo books. It's Cambridge, man. This from Cambridge, man. Who's sharing their screen?
Brendan.
Oh.
Oh, he got all the Kofi Pie side research. He got all y'all books. He even got Brother Garfield book.
No, he not. He on outside. He gonna start lighting them motherfuckers up.
Who is that? Who's sharing the screen?
Brendan.
Brendan, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, Brandon's solid. Brandon's solid, man.
Now he's solid. He's
even when we get hate, we still supporting that.
Right.
Now I got some time to actually read the
book. Every show from Kofi Pasa. I still watch every show from Sean. I don't comment, but I watch every show.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna not support.
Like, Kofi, if you think your voice isn't getting out, it is, bro. Your message and your voice is getting out to the people.
This is why you support that. Shut up, Kofi. You're lying. They do. They hate us. They hate it. No, they don't, nigga. And nobody choosing sides that they don't believe in aliens these days because we did such a good job of promoting scientific literacy. Yo, they just don't agree with that. They ain't choosing that.
Well, who said they agree with aliens? Ain't nobody said they agree with
aliens. What's the guy named?
They promoted a guy who was on the alien train.
Yep.
Right? So the moment we start using that nigga as a source, right? Just because he African, that's a problem.
Yes, sir.
Well, let me ask you something. Let me ask y'all something. Let's say.
What's his name, yo? I forgot.
Hold on. Let's just say.
Dr. York said something right before, yo.
It's Mutwa. It's Mutwa.
Right, y'all. Yeah, I ain't never.
But I'm saying, I don't believe I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. I don't agree that everything in anybody book is 100% right and exact. But just because if I read something, I'm not gonna trash and throw the whole book away and insult the author because I already understand when I'm going into something, I'm reading something. I know I may have some contentions toward a certain thing. Whether it's first thing I look at is the year. I look at the year, so I already know. We already know if you're reading something and it says 1976, it has 1968. You already know when you read it, you're gonna have some contentions in there because there's gonna be some information or it's gonna be some resources that they wasn't privy to. But even now, I don't read the book. If a star with a star book, I got a SARS book. I put a SAR up there, but I don't believe everything in his book is 100% right and exact. So just because if I do disagree with something that I have read in there, I'm not gonna throw the book out. I'm not gonna trash the book. I'm not gonna burn the book. I'm not gonna rip the book. I'm not gonna insult him because I have a disagreement with something that I think that is far-fetched or way out there, that I'm just gonna trash the whole book when I read at least out of the 10 chapters, I read 7 chapters and I had no contentions with it. The information was right and exact, but when I got to the back of the book, I'm like, nah, I ain't rocking with that. I know that ain't right. I know that ain't right. Or I got some contentions and I go do my little due diligence. I come back like, nah, I don't know what he was thinking with this part, but I'm saying when we do that, we still ain't supposed to support the people when it's a piece of. I'm gonna ask you with the Mutual thing or the Dr. Fukuyama thing. Have y'all read the entirety of the book? And if y'all have, do y'all disagree with every chapter, or is a specific subject matter within that y'all disagree with?
Stop it, yo. The man promotes aliens, and he said he was abducted, bro. At the point you are abducted, yo, the game is over with. You can't be serious, yo. There's no way, Kofi. You're gonna tell me you're gonna let that slide, yo.
Hey, Kofi, if Dr. Malachi York got one thing right in his book, are you gonna still keep his books?
No, because I have read Malachi Z. York books, a plethora of his books in the past, and a lot of his information from book to book is inaccurate. After 3 books, I don't hold him credible for nothing that he says. I know that it's,
Right. So say this, right? So say he makes a claim and we say, nah, that's bullshit. And you be like, well, you ain't read all of Malachi York books. Do we got to go and read all of his books talking about that subject? Just to see if he, you know what I'm saying? Like just to do the research.
Yeah. Hey, Kofi, you only gotta show me you crazy once.
Yeah.
Right? You only gotta show me you crazy once. And I will never take you as a credible source again. Once I watched that video of Credo Mutua, right? I said, I'm not listening to nothing. And I would never point to him as a source for somebody to go look at his information. He discredited himself. So why would I start pointing people towards him and then berating other people for not reading all of that information? I wouldn't point you to something to waste your time. Why would I do that to you, Kofi? What am I trying to trick you? Why would I tell you to go read Malachi York? You think I would do that to you? Just because I agree with something yo said back in the day about one topic, right? What the fuck? I'm not gonna say, yo, you should read his work, or he not all the way wrong. No, that nigga is nuts.
I feel.
And that's the same with Fukuyama, right?
Lost his mind.
Y'all like
alien abduction, yo.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Fukuyama.
Fukuyama. I like Ivan Van Sertima. I see people trashing him all the time. And he not even as pseudo as this community make yo out to be. You know what I mean? But we can put up dudes like Credo Mutua and Fukuyama, right? I done seen people critique Ivan Van Sertima, but they won't critique Fukuyama in Credo Mutua.
There's a method. There's a method to it. Can you hear me? So
yeah,
there's a method to this. All right. So if
I
a
tell him pull up.
person, if a person
All right, thank
sources
you.
something,
Hour long as you
person-
got to mute up.
if a person sources something, okay, so we can say that he sourced something. So the method is now to see if anyone who cites him, and if anyone and who he cites. Okay, so the problem with Credu and both Fukuya, they are the grandmasters, right? So they are the grandmasters, and so they are the source themselves. So then
Fukuya cites himself in his book.
So then, right. So then, like Jesus. So then we have to, yeah. then we have to say, well, if you're sourcing yourself, no one else is sourcing you. We have to validate. So the next process is, how do we validate with what you say? The problem is we can't validate what Credu says because no one else is saying it, except for some crazy white people repeating after him. And Fukuya, he's the Grand Master, the one initiated. So we can't source him. So then that's a problem. With Ivan Van Sertima, he now mind you, I sat in classes with Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, right? I sat in classes with him, and so my journey is pretty long. The problem with him is that he didn't review the new information coming out as the information came out. So he did not do that, and so he cites, for example, with Mansa Musa, he cites an heir that went to so-called across the seas. Well, he's wrong even on that source. That when they reviewed it, they found out that he sourced the wrong person. That actually,
Abu Bakr,
yeah,
second.
Yeah, but that wasn't the person. That wasn't his true heir. I mean, the heir before him. This was someone else in between.
Might have probably got killed by Mansa Musa, but go ahead.
Exactly. And so exactly by the Muslim trader, right? The Islamic trader. So who brought Africans to Hajj as slaves, right? With gold, who started the gold rush. So Ivan Van Sertima refused to deal with all the other information related to it at that time. So as us as scholars, now we get a chance to kind of review that. And the beautiful thing is when you have scholars whose information stands the test of time. Now, Dr. Ben said, we come from the foothills of the mountains of the moon where God happy dwelt. And they started attacking Dr. Ben on that in roughly about 89, 90, 91. And so Dr. Ben was still young enough to have a conversation. I ended up having a conversation with him on Al-Kabalan. He told me that a student of his showed him a map of Al-Kabalan, and he only used it to show that other people besides white folks had named Africa in its entirety, even if it was Islamic. So that's why he used Al-Kabalan. On the foothills of the mountains of the moon, he said he read it, he went to an exhibit, he read it, he got it from a caption that was in a museum. And so now we know that the best case for it is actually in the Stela of Yebu, or the famine stela. On the issue of which we have been talking about on how the people of Kemet see themselves, the people of Kemet saw themselves in their animal cults. So the direct answer is they saw themselves within their animal cults, whether it's the hawk cult or it is the bull and cow cult, right? And other cults. Just like we see ourselves, some people see themselves as Black Panthers. In this case of Kemet, the king says, and I from the witness statement, he says that he is the Sai Kim, right? Sa Sit Kemet. So he is the black cow or the black bull or the black ram of the black sheep or the black black cows. So he starts the genre. Now it didn't survive. Sitkim didn't survive as a titulary like Sarah or anything, but he started that genre. So when we get to his grandchild or great grandchild, the Pepys, right? Because the Pepys are related to Winnis. These are all in that dynasty family. We find that they're carrying this title relating to the pyramid text in Winnis, the pyramid text in Teddy, the pyramid text in Pepe. So we find out that it's more of a lineage connected to the black bull, which the king associated himself as, like we might associate ourselves as being Black Panthers, right? So now race has nothing to do with this because primarily the Africans were within their own context. They saw themselves. They separated themselves based on culture, like the Nahisi and other groups. But you got to remember, this is Old Kingdom. This is Old Kingdom. So we're not at intermediate periods or anything like that. This is Old Kingdom before the real problem of the Asiatics. There was a problem with the Asiatics, but it wasn't a problem. It wasn't a big problem. The Asiatics came, and then many of them were used in Kemet for their crabs and stuff like that. But the leadership was the king. So when people want to now say, look at Pepe Kim and say that it's not associated with Black, then the problem is then you have to go back to the statement of the great ancestor king, Winnis, and see what he says. And you have to rule that out and say now what it might mean instead of leaving a gap. Well, it don't mean that, and why? Well, I just told you why. He said in that passage and a few other passages that I quoted. The other thing, and I'll stop after this. I took the time out to bring the Amin-Ra squad to a conference to ASCAC. I asked Dr. Mario Beatty, can we have some time to argue this? Because we was arguing it in YouTube world. I said, well, the people need to know and the young people are confused. Dr. Beatty says, you know what, sure. And I like to talk about this too. So I spoke, Asar spoke, Ankh was supposed to be at the conference, Ned was supposed to be at the conference, Ujawa was supposed to be at the conference. I spoke, Asar spoke, Dr. Beatty spoke, and Sanjeti spoke.
Back.
Huh? And Sanjeti spoke and in one of the rooms as they kind of like followed this up. And then there were some statements made. But I then took some time and I wrote an article that was accepted in a respected journal, the Journal of Pan-African Studies, in tribute to the journal editor who had passed away, Idabari. So now with that, I have a full reading on why they may have associated themselves with Black cattle. And I also show that Kemet, there is Kemet meaning the collective people, and there is Kemet for the collective cattle. And so the article is short in the sense that I had a lot more to put in, but it's 25 pages. So I guess that's long and I should be blessed, but I argued it. Now the issue is all of a sudden, except for what Ankh and the brother Shaka did, they said both, wait, Brother Reggie already talked about this in his article. Now, you're acting like now this is 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Brother Reggie has since wrote the second in history. It is besides the UNESCO conference, it's the second journal article. Dr. Asa Hilliard tried to tackle it. I don't think that he did a great job, the ancestor. I think he just kind of played to the field, but I wrote probably the most legitimate journal article on the subject. So then you have to take that into context. And I appreciate my brother Uncle Keck for saying, even if it seems like Unc was changing his mind, he wasn't. He just, with Unc, you just got to show him the sources. You just can't say shit. So I'll stop. Read my article. Have some respect. Read my article. If you want to cite it.
Post the link, Reggie.
I will. Thanks.
Yeah, post the link so everybody can read it. And I'm going to do matter of fact, we can do a whole show on that later on this week. Would you be up for that?
Yeah, maybe.
If you got some time.
I am. Yeah, I may, but you.
If not, I'm gonna beat it up. If not, I'll beat it up without you.
Peace, Sister Lamb. How are you? Peace to you. But no, So the issue is now. There's another word called tenitual, or Hathor worshippers, right? And they are sacred cattle, right?
Reggie, how did we get off of Mutwa and the alien and the reptilian agenda? How'd you move? You slid off to that?
No, I'm gonna go back real quick. Muta and Fukuya, you can't cite any sources. You can't cite any sources, so it's up to your imagination. And I mean your imagination. I only slid into mine is because on this particular work, I sourced the hell out of this article, right?
I'm looking at it now, 25 pages. Good work, Reg.
What's his name? Thank you. Mutwa, he's the Grand Master, but those days are over. We all know those days are over. We're not listening to nobody with no aliens and a whole bunch of things on his neck.
Basically, he led a cult, Reggie.
He's a cult. Actually,
he's a cult leader.
No, the white dudes promoted him as the cult leader. He's just a front man, and when he's the front man. And but where's his initiates? Where's anybody else saying anything besides him? I'll stop.
Yeah. So I think what everybody missed and why I went so hard on that subject is because he actually. Like he got this European following, this cult alien agenda following, y'all, right? So when you go to those websites, right, those cultist websites, man, your man Fukiao is leading the way. You know what I'm saying? And so I've been an advocate.
Mutwa, not Fukiao.
Yeah, Mutwa, right? Mutwa he has a cult following. These cult websites with the crazy. Let me show you this. What I'm saying. Like if I don't kill Mutwa, then look, a cult matrix. Who that? It's Mutwa. All the alien dollar bill, all that nonsense. He leading the way, bro. Like that's like saying you trying to kill Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? The Jackson 5. You kill the Jackson 5, but you leave Michael. You can't do it. Look, reptilian agenda, filmed in South Africa. Look, David Inky.
No.
David Inky speaks to the late shaman Kudu Mutwa.
David Icke. Once I would have seen David Icke, I wouldn't have purchased. I wouldn't have read it because I know what David Icke is talking about.
That's what we saying, Kofi.
That's all.
So Kofi, why is these other cats promoting Mutwa if the David Icke is all up in there?
Man, I don't know. Maybe they don't know. I mean, because I'm gonna tell you, I got one of Mutwa's book. I hadn't broke it open, hadn't read the book, but once this Mutwa thing got started, and me talking to Unc over the phone and just them going back and forth about it, I just started doing some research and started seeing a lot of stuff with David Icke name on it. So shit, I mean, right there, it would have, that book I got now has David Icke name on it or nothing on it. But once, if I would have seen that earlier, I would have never bought Mutua's book. Once I'd have seen David Icke, he's involved with David Icke, I would have never even wasted my money and purchased the book.
And that's
Can I interject for a moment?
Go ahead.
Can I interject and then to turn around and dismiss a real African scientist and by saying he is not initiated, that's why he don't know what the Dogon did. This lends more evidence of that's some pseudoisms. So we hold on to the alien guy, but dismiss the actual scientist who says the Dogon knew nothing about it, an African scientist. Now, isn't that suspect?
Definitely is. A American Dream, jump in, bro.
Nah, he good.
Thanks, Chef.
What'd you say, Chef?
I was telling American Dream he had raised his hand.
Oh, American Dream is on a dream. Oh man.
Oh,
What?
it's about to go to shit.
Thanks.
What American Dream? What's up?
Thanks. Yeah, so I was peace to everyone. I was listening to the conversation with Smash and Wu Jiao today. And I was just kind of wondering, you know, because I was trying to figure out exactly what they were disagreeing on. Because I don't necessarily think that there is a disagreement. Because when Black Americans, they are Americans and they are Black people, but they see their oneness as Black people. They talk about, you know, they're talking about Black people, but Egyptians, even if they were Black, they didn't see their oneness in being Black. It was in being Egyptian. And I think that's a major distinction that should be made.
That's a good point. That was actually the goddamn point.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh shit! Wait, hold on, stupid. What? Say it again, American Dream. That last line you said. You said what?
I said,
Just the
y'all
last.
got to pardon me a little bit. Just that Egyptians, even though they describe themselves, because they knew what Black meant, they knew what white meant, and they knew that, you know, this guy is Black and that guy is not Black. However, they didn't identify them. The question is whether their oneness lied in their Blackness. With Black Americans, that's where their oneness lies. When Black Americans were just Black people today.
Yeah, great point.
Talking about ancient. Hold on, you talking about ancient Egyptians? They didn't have the social construct.
No. That's what he's saying.
Keep missing the point.
I got the point. I agree with him. He beat you up with that point, though, Chef.
Right,
Wow.
and I think that
I don't agree with him.
And I think
I just said it was a good point.
Oh, all right.
Go ahead.
I think that's the distinction when they say Egyptians didn't see race. I think that's what they mean. They didn't see themselves as one race. Like their color wasn't what made them one. Right. Like they knew this person was Black and that person wasn't, but that's not where their oneness lied. And it wasn't even something that occurred to them. The only thing that was important to them was just their Egyptianness and their culture. And I think that's kind of, and I don't necessarily know if either of the sides of the conversation today would disagree with that.
You're saying it was more tribal.
No, he didn't. Said it was more Egyptian. That was it. That's what they identified with more than anything else. That's what.
Look at Wu Jiao. Look at Wu
No,
Jiao.
but Sheffrey, Black Americans identify as Americans. Have you ever been to an international sporting event? And you have Black American, White American, Chinese American. When they're celebrating, they have no distinction as to their color. When this is the group dynamics, Black Americans first identify as Americans. FBA eras have shown us that. So the Egyptians identify as Egyptians as a group. They never identify as Black Egyptians, Greek Egyptians. They were all Egyptians. Just like Black Americans at a international sporting event.
I disagree.
I don't think we can know that.
Yeah, that's what
I disagree. I disagree. You should read my paper. And if you disagree, then show me what your disagreements are. They identified as the king identified himself, and he said that he is the he is the Sa-Kim Sa-Sit Kemet. That is what he identified, and his people identified themselves based on him being the strong bull, but the Karnak titulary did not occur yet. So so I disagree, because we can't say that we can't use this American BS. We have to understand that this is a different time of early Africans trying to identify themselves. So read my article.
But kings have always identified themselves any way they choose. Richard the Lionheart of England identified himself as a lion. King Richard Lionheart. Kings have always identified themselves as what they choose to identify themselves.
I got that, but and what is your point?
The point is that although the king said he's the black sheep, because the black cow or the black bull at that time was a symbol of power. So the king identified himself with a symbol of power. Just like all kings have always identified themselves with symbols of power.
Okay, and so you don't have any disagreement with me, because
no, I don't have a disagreement, but kings have always identified themselves how they choose.
So Pepe, Teti, and Pepe, and the various people after that identified with their great ancestor Winnis, who built the first pyramid with text in it. He created a
because he was a symbol of power. So they are going to identify with a symbol of power. Kings have always identified with a symbol of power.
And the other people followed that. And so I said that it didn't
all English king identify as descendants of King Arthur. King Arthur wasn't a real person. But all English king, if you change the lineage, they say they're descendants of King Arthur.
So they agree with my point.
Yeah, like kings identify with symbol of power.
So you agree with my point. So that is why. So they agree.
Wuja, jump in. Wuja screen saver is funny as hell.
Yeah, peace to the panel, y'all. I'm just chilling, man. I wanted to pull up my seat in the circus, man. You know what I'm saying? Unc, I think Unc titled it. That's the only reason why I said I hit up Unc. He sent me the link. I said, all right, well, I save me a seat in the circus, you know. I came through the back door. I ain't have to pay. I ain't pay, you know. Unc gave me a free ticket, so.
You the MC?
Nah, I'm definitely not the MC. But hey, Stupies, I'm impressed. I just heard what you said. That's great. I want to just, if I just want to add to that real quick. The Egyptian kings are always seen wearing a bull's tail. I don't know if that was mentioned, but and bull did represent power, like similarly how we use horses for horsepower, but not in a mechanical way, but in more of a strength and virility and being able to make things happen and get things done. So I just wanted to add that to what Stupi said. Now, while I was in the car, though, I was trying to chime in, and I think that it was a good conversation between you, Sheffrin, and Kent on race. Like, you know, I heard, from what I heard, you all were being careful not to superimpose modern day social constructs on the ancient peoples. And I was like, all right, cool. That's good safeguard, because a lot of people tend to try to do that. So that's pretty much all I heard from me traveling and getting in the house. So I'm just gonna sit back and catch up on what y'all.
No, the conversation really just starting. So, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we was doing a whole bunch of other stuff before we got into the subject, because we was really much we were saying earlier how, like, you know, y'all conversation that y'all was having over the last 2 days, we done got a lot out of it. You feel me? Learning how to use the different tools and, being able to recognize certain symbols. Like now we can look at it, all right, from what you did with the Remage and those 4 different groups, right? With the Chief X thing, I think I can identify the Nahesi and you know what I mean? When I see those symbols together, I can recognize them. From y'all conversation that y'all been having for the last 2 days, I can recognize the Kim or the KM and the KMT with the owl and the burnt piece of charcoal and the X symbol, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever those symbols are together, I think I can recognize them and know, okay, that's the Kim. So we've been learning a lot, you know what I mean, by these conversations. I would say I feel like Smash been having the upper hand because he's producing more, he's putting more things on the screen than you are at this point. So, like you said, you was driving, you know what I mean? Maybe you can start presenting your case a little bit better.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not, see, when somebody makes a claim, it's not on the people listening to prove it wrong. The onus or the burden of proof is always on the claimant, right? Mm-hmm. And so I think people are forgetting that. And so
you don't feel like he made his case?
No, and I said that several times. So I'm asking for a demonstration, that will lead me to see that through. And so far it's just a bunch of we've been talking and some y'all witnessed the conversation. So I'm saying
I'm not
so
Joe, I wasn't just talking. I gave you my rationale. My rationale.
Well, no, I'm sorry, Reggie. I wasn't talking about you at all. So hopefully you don't think I'm talking about you. I was talking to Sheffrin about me and Smash's conversation.
You got the greatest show on earth, bombing.
And Uncle got the space in the background, boy. Space
right,
age.
We all in the space. You all in the thing, man. Why you call that a rap battle earlier, man? I won't get it. Cut to the chase, goddamn it. What's with that, man? You can't take getting beat up, Wuja. Come on, man.
Listen, I'm not being beat up. And plus, I always say rap battle. You could search through Facebook. You could search through Facebook and see that. I always say rap battle style debates and blah blah blah. So, I like that.
So I told everybody before you came, you're gonna have a wonderful way of explaining it out of it. Didn't I, Chef?
Explain what?
Just explain it out of it. You want to talk
explain
about
what?
Smash?
What rap battle?
You want to talk about Smash?
Nah, I actually copy pasted something I do all the time. Nah, I do.
Hey, dude with the baby on his shoulder, like he had you on the ropes yesterday, though.
Yeah, had him on the ropes.
Baby man.
Baby but man. Okay. So
went from the grand pool to a regular nigga walking down the street.
No, here's the thing. But I'm saying I'm trying to straighten out with Sheffrin and stuff. And I think all of y'all are forgetting, right? I will hope y'all do understand burden of proof. Right? Do you understand burden of proof?
See, I'm not as astute as you is on the meta. So what we saying is, for the people who've been watching, right?
Right.
It seems like he's presented more information to support his claim, right? But you're saying since he
shared his screen, he shared his screen more. Yeah,
right. So you saying since he made the claim, the burden of proof is on him anyway.
I actually didn't share my screen more. I presented more information. You've been asked for a source for the last 72 hours. One source, only one. You ain't presented one source in 72 hours. And your burden of proof shit is fake. Let me tell you why. Because that's another erroneous claim. If the consensus is on what I stated, I'm not making a claim. I'm simply, if I was to say Jesus is Jesus of Nazareth, I don't have to, you're making this claim. No, everyone says that's the consensus. If you're saying no, he's not, the burden of proof is on you.
I don't know where you I don't know where you learned that, Smash, but here's the thing.
It's obvious.
Again,
Everybody know that's
all right.
obvious.
Okay, so the claim that you showed, and to back up, you definitely showed your screen on your channel. You showed your screen a lot, and then on the you were the one that was showing your screen the most. So I don't know if you said
because I was showing sources. You were showing your screen, showing your book and your own stuff you wrote. You never showed a source yet, but you're going to get away from having to say the source to say that burden's on me. But you said I didn't show nothing, but I was sharing my screen the whole time, showing nothing that these guys are saying they got a lot out of.
Okay, listen. All you showed was that Kim translated as the black. Agreed?
Disagree.
Okay, so you didn't show that Kim in the name of Neong Pepe Kim is translated by several people as the black.
I showed a J.P. Allen source. I showed another dictionary. I showed the original book. So that's 3 sources. You're saying, and all those 3 sources agree.
Wait,
so I'm not really making a claim.
I'm asking you, did you hear my question? I said, so what you showed was that the Kim in the name Neong Pepe Kim is translated as the black. Did you or did you not show that?
Showed that and a lot of other things.
Okay, so we agree that you showed that. And you just now said you showed James P. Allen who said it. You showed a couple of others that said it. Now, as you admitted last night, I don't have any problem with that. I actually agreed that scholars translate that as the black all day, every day. You can see it in all of the scholarship that they translate that as the black. So what's confusing to me or what's confusing to everybody on this issue of why you saying that my argument of burden of proof is erroneous and all this and that is because the need to argue is must be apparent, because I already from get-go conceded and understand and know that Kim in these 3 individuals' names in the tomb are translated as the black. So there's no contention there at all. And so, and I pointed this out on your show. I said, my only contention is when you then take that to mean that the Egyptians were trying to describe how my man looked. That was it. It's just that simple. It's not rocket. It's not rocket science. It's not all the other goofy stuff and everything like that.
It's none of that. Let's not do that. Hey, but it's none of that. You want to know what it is? It's your way out of having a source on your claim. That's what it is.
No, but I'm saying I didn't make a claim.
Yes, you did. You claimed that it does not mean black, but you just conceded to that.
No. I
conceded to it to have to get out of having a source when you said it was a guild.
Wait, but I'm saying don't
now
misrepresent
you don't have to have
argument.
a source on it.
Don't
being
misrepresent
a guild because you conceded.
Listen, don't misrepresent my argument.
Thanks for waiting till I finish talking to start talking, so you won't make it seem like I'm over talking you. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. So don't misrepresent my claim or my statement or my stance that I made clear last night. My stance is that the Kim in these individuals' names does not refer to their appearance. And so you're saying translated black. You're arguing that it means the black. And I'm saying, okay, yes, it's translated as the black. I have no problem with that. I will agree to that. But what you did not show is when they say so and so and so the black, that they're talking about their appearance. All right, like they're trying to show their appearance.
Yeah, but see, there's a problem with this. So there's a problem with this thinking is that first, we do know that they identified with the black bull in the black.
Whoa, we can read the screen though.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I ain't even got to say nothing. I can just leave it on the screen and not say shit.
So this is wrong?
Scholars translate what he's trying to get me to prove that he meant his appearance. But this is how scholars translate it. We're
Okay,
on
so-
TLA. We can go to the German. We could do whatever. And if you want to find an instance with the man glyph, is in the tomb of Sebi, the black man, who puts the man determinative before the Kim. But ask me, why am I'm not making a claim. I'm simply pulling up source work. Yeah, I got
that man,
more
that
shit
man
on the
glyph actually
screen.
is actually for elder though. But here's the thing. So when you showed this yesterday, and
What'd
like
you
I
say,
said,
yo?
see,
Don't run past that. You said
I'm
what?
not.
Well, what did you say? Yeah.
What'd you say? So the word black is really mean.
What was
elder?
actually for elder?
No, you said the man glyph, right? It's not a
No, on the other guy, it's actually a man glyph, but we could look. I'll pull that up too.
Okay, so I'm saying when you
So what
showed
is this though, Wu Jai? Is this just wrong? Help us
all
out.
right. So when you showed this, all right, when you showed this yesterday, what did I say? What did I say when you showed this yesterday?
Google. You said it was Google.
I didn't say it was Google at all.
You said it was Google doing
Oh
the
no, I
translation.
said the translation. I said, all right, now scroll to the left. Show me the word man. Over
Well,
there.
we went over that. We went over that already. I just got to tell you, if you want one with the man determinative, I'll give you the rock inscription of Sabi, the black man.
Okay, so what
we're not asking for your superior translations. We're showing you what the scholarly consensus is on this translation.
Okay, so if you scroll to the left, like I asked, if you can, if you don't mind, I don't want you to show me a different one. You're showing this one, and it's translated. I'm just showing something here. It's translated as the black man, but now you know enough about the language. Is the word man in there?
No, it is not. But they're talking.
Okay.
So let me finish my answer, please, because you're gonna make it seem like I'm talking over you. You feel me? It is not in there, but actually they're describing a person. The colored Kim, which is black, is used to describe a man. So when translating it, they're saying the black man. You're fighting against that. This is white people who own this dictionary. This is not no blackologist. This is white people who came to this conclusion. I don't have to answer to you. This shit is all over Egypt.
Okay, so I'm saying, I'm not. I hope you don't think that I think you should answer to me.
No, but
so
I'm saying
you don't have to bring that. You don't have to bring. You don't have to bring that up.
You got to start making a case, bro.
Okay,
because
so
I'm saying you saying I have to make the claim. That's what I mean. I didn't mean by answer to you. I shouldn't have said it. I'm just passionate about the subject. So excuse how I sound.
You could be a passionate you want.
It's
but
good.
I'm saying,
but what I meant was I don't have to substantiate this claim. It's a consensus in scholarship. You have to show why it's not true.
All right. So again, I just asked you and you kind of ran on. I'm saying, so you and I both know, you took it down. Well, anyway, you and I both know that in that translation, there's no word for man there. So this is why when you showed, so that's the Waterbach, right? So that's Ermin and Grandpa. Now,
any reason why you think they would do that?
Hold up. Let me just finish.
If you don't say the man, you're just gonna have the black. You feel me? And we got that in all the other translations. So what are you doing? You're arguing in a circle.
I mean, are you gonna let me talk, or you want to argue for me?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so I'm saying you said you mentioned consensus, right? And the consensus is not the black man. The more consensus is the black. They don't add man on there. Okay, now you showed James P. Allen. He don't add man on there. And all the other ones you showed that I can show, they don't have man on there. But in the one you just showed, it has man on there. So what I'm saying is that when you show one instance where it has man on there by Ermin and Grandpa, and then say it's the scholarly consensus that it's the black man, that's two different things, because most scholars actually translate it as the black and leave it at that.
The black what?
You mean like the blacks down in Mississippi?
No, they don't.
It's a man. If they're talking about a woman or a man,
let's
call them the black. What are they not talking about that man or woman?
All right, I just want you to answer my question. Are you in agreement with me on the scholarly consensus that they translated as the black and they leave it?
I'm looking at the Thesaurus Lingua Egypti, where they're translating it as the black man. But in the majority of sources, let me finish. But in the majority of sources I've seen, they have just left it as the black. Nevertheless,
so we agree.
Nevertheless, still out the floor. Nevertheless, that don't mean the black that they're using as an adjective is not a descriptive on the name before it. That's all I wanted to add.
Hold on, because we got a moment of clarity. What about them blacks down there in Mississippi? Look at that black right there. Look at that black right there. So I'm saying for us to understand this talk about somebody that's black, you don't necessarily need the word man right there. I'm just trying to figure out why in the fuck would they do that? What's the joke? Is it like a stage joke at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would they put that there? Is it a mistake? So you got people watching saying that, like, it says the black man, right? Why would they do that? Like, is it just out of nowhere? So is Egyptology like the shit y'all doing? It must just be super fucking corny at this point. I'm just gonna say it. It's got to be the most corniest shit ever. We looking at it. That's a high level source. We reading it, and it say the black man, and we blow that shit away like it don't mean nothing. Just because the other 10 say the black. Knowing damn well that 99% of this shit they ain't even found it in Egypt. 1 point. 2nd point, most of this shit is in museums, not even being shown. I showed millions of artifacts being gone. I'm saying, like, we got to knock this shit off like this is a complete thing. I'm saying I can see it. It say the black man. Like,
but if it's in the title for a person, then it gotta be in reference to that man. Like it.
That's
okay.
Like,
so hold up. Let me just I'm trying to clarify because I thought I thought you had a moment of clarity. I thought you had a moment of clarity.
No, Wuja. We heard you with the consistency.
Good gracious, boy.
You was really cracking a joke. I know you was. I know how you do it. Yo,
no, I'm not.
Okay, well, deal with the black man.
But
why is that? Are you saying it's wrong? Just say it's wrong,
Gosh.
Wuja. Listen, because you talk forever. Just say that shit is wrong, and
y'all got to stop that. See, y'all use that to
Wuja,
listen.
no,
Man. Either we're gonna have a conversation or not, man. Stop dictating how I talk.
I'm not trying to dictate nothing. Just say the shit.
All right, I'll let you. Okay, listen. I'll let you get it out, and then let me know when I can
get
go.
It out long. I just want to answer. Is that wrong? Just say yes, Unc is wrong. And then if you want to explain for an hour why it's wrong, I'm fine. But I ain't gonna let you get away with not saying the shit wrong, boo, because that's confusing shit to everybody. We all don't speak metanetric, but y'all two niggas. And on the screen, this shit literally says the black man. This is a high level source. So say, nigga, this shit is wrong, and I'll shut the fuck up, boo. But I'm not gonna let you talk me to death and not answer that, bro. That's not fair. Because this is Barnum and Bailey at the end of the day.
All right, can I go?
Only if you
I ain't talking. Yeah, I'm gonna answer you.
Just say Unc is trash. The translation is trash.
Now you're telling me how. Now you're telling me what to say. You see what I'm saying?
Listen and read metanetric, bro. So I can accept that. What I can't accept is you not addressing that.
All right, what I can't accept is you telling me how to answer though. That's what I'm not going to accept.
I cannot accept.
So either you're going to allow me to talk or I'll let y'all talk. I'll roll out and just check. I'll check y'all out.
Man, now you taking your ball and run. You know what I'm trying to do.
No, I'm not. I'm saying, but you. Okay,
go ahead, bro.
You're trying. Okay.
I apologize, bro. You're right. I just.
No, I mean you don't have to apologize. I'm just pointing out. I don't mind you. I don't mind you asking me whatever you want to ask me, but at least allow me to answer though. The way I need to answer.
I gotta prep you, Woo, because you'll give us an hour class.
All right. So, what I'm saying about the TLA, just to be crystal clear, is that what was just the statement that was made, because I don't want anybody to misconstrue anything who's listening. Jonathan said that it's the consensus about the black man, and people associating consensus with that translation. But the actual majority of consensus, when they translate that name, they don't add black man. They say the black. They just leave it at the black. And scholars are not bold enough to say that it's describing the man's appearance. So now what I have on my screen right now is an actual statue of the man. This is Neunk Pepe Kim that y'all seeing. This is an actual statue of the man. And he is not painted black at all.
Who said he would be? Why you keep making that argument?
Why? Okay, I still have the floor.
That's a childish argument.
I still had the floor, right?
But
You
but
said
I
black
why are
still
you
have the floor.
putting
Wait, I
forth?
still
You
have the floor.
deteriorating the
I still have the
argument
floor.
with that train of thought.
Wow. This is it's crazy, man. I mean,
Was that
for
car
real.
given
Like, look,
black?
no, seriously. All jokes aside, like if Smash, if you gonna do that, then I can't have a conversation. You're
Not
not gonna
true. I
hold me to
just
something.
interjected where anybody else would. You just crying. Keep talking. You could be talking right now.
Wait.
Say your point.
I know I'm not actually crying. You just interrupted me though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right, now you could be doing now because I'm not
yeah.
interrupting no more. Sorry.
All right, appreciate it, man. Composure, brother. You good. So anyway, and so just to clarify, just based on your interruption, this is why I say that the whole thing is goofy, because what I'm saying is that the Kim used in his name that you see on the screen at the bottom, you see Pepe or Neunk, Pepe Kim. The Kim part is not trying to describe this man's looks or appearance. They're not trying to say that he looks black or anything like that. That is what I'm saying. And to support what I'm saying is that inside the tomb, all the depictions of him and his entire family, and this statue that I'm showing on the screen right now, there's no depiction of him looking or appearing Kim, black. So that's all I'm saying. Now it translated as the black, because the reason why it's important for me to make that distinction is because, as I said, scholars are not bold to go jump out the window and say that the Kim in his name is describing his looks. Scholars are leaning towards the Kim being a designation or an association of some sort. And so that's where the scholarship is on that, in terms of choosing between whether it's a descriptor of how the man looks or some other meaning of that particular time.
Where is the scholarship on it being some other meaning? You keep saying that, but not presenting it.
All right.
You tricked me, Wu Jia.
Wait. Hold on.
I knew you was going to trick me. I knew it. That's why I purposely did that so you wouldn't trick me. You tricked me, Wu Jia. You tricked me, bro. I say, yo, why they saying the black man? You like, all right, I got you. Don't tell me how to, and you didn't get me, yo. Just for the record, let me shut up. I'm done. I get it.
Okay, so Smash, when you say another meaning, the word is the black. So I'm not changing up the meaning. What I'm saying is that the intent was not to, and see, this is what's confusing me from what you're saying, because on one hand you're saying that it's not talking about his skin. You're like, I'm deteriorating the argument and so on and so forth. That it's not talking about skin, which makes me feel that you and I are saying the same thing. I'm saying it's not trying to describe him, and that's all I've been saying.
No,
so
I'll go. I didn't thought you was finished. Go ahead.
So I'm saying that's what I'm saying. And if you just now interrupted and that's what your stance is, that it's not talking about his appearance, then you and I agree. And that's what I picked up on the other night. Now you can tell me now if I'm wrong. So are you saying?
I'm definitely not saying that. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it was you who interjected the argument that because one calls themselves black, they got to draw themselves black with the blackest crayon they could find. That's what I'm saying. It's you who said, oh, since he wrote himself Kim here, then we should see him looking black as night, because that's what black is. And also you're ignoring the rule of the use of the red skin color in ancient Egypt. It didn't necessarily represent what you looked like in real life, as you display with Ptolemy, Philadelphus, Soterus, or any of the Ptolemies, okay, who represented themselves as Egyptians with the brown skin tone, but they was Greek. So we know it wasn't, when you drew yourself with this red color, it was just an Egyptianization, not that they're gonna find a statue of you. And if you really want to talk about this statue, since you know so much about it, you must know about how it's really blue up under this recent red paint it has on it, correct? You know about that, right?
That's how the statues were made. Yep.
But in particularly this one, when they investigated, said the original hue may have been blue.
Okay. And also the inside the tomb. That's discussed in the scholarship as well. But
That you said I
so
didn't
back
read.
back to my but my question though. So you're saying I interjected something, but earlier I reminded you that in your conversation, when I heard on your channel, you had brought it up, the fact that none of these people are depicted with black skin. You said that you got that from the Black Men book. You mentioned that. You didn't show it. You said you purposely didn't show it, et cetera, et cetera. But you're the one that brought it up. So I want to remind you again that I didn't interject that. I'm responding to what you said. And so I'm saying, well, wait a minute. Then it's not talking about the appearance. Like they're not trying to describe the blackness of the man, of how he looks. And that's been my argument the whole time.
Okay.
That it's not
I hear you.
appearance and it's not looks.
So just to be clear, I said that, and then we could give some other people the floor because I don't think we'll get to the bottom of this. But you're saying I said that it wasn't. I made note not to show them because of appearance, right? Is that what you said?
I'm paraphrasing. That's something like you say. You say you didn't show it purposely because of dot. I'm paraphrasing.
And then you said your response is showing their appearance, correct?
No, my response is, well, wait a minute. I'm saying that then therefore it cannot be trying to describe the appearance of the person if they're not matching the art or the visualization. If I'm trying to describe myself, my appearance, and I describe myself as 7'2", 300 pounds, or whatever the case is, you're gonna expect to see that. All right. And if I show up the way I am, you're gonna be like, yo, your appearance don't match your description. So all I'm saying is that Kim is not used to describe the appearance of the man.
So,
Wuja, you a black man, Wuja?
Go ahead.
Hold on, Wuja, you a black man?
Don't confuse modern monikers.
No, I'm asking you though. Are you a black man though?
Yeah, people will call me a black man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, let me just.
But he's not gonna answer that question though, Wuja. Why in the hell did a top-notch source translate the TLL, whatever the hell y'all saying? That's TLL. A top-notch Egyptian source. I'm gonna ask you, Smash, because Wuja not gonna answer it. I see that. Smash, why in the hell would they render that the black man? Are we just retarded here, or is all this shit trash?
I guess they're not avoiding what Ojahu says some other scholars are avoiding. And I guess they're just addressing it directly. Since the adjective black is placed on a man, it wouldn't be. I mean, in what language would that be a mistake? If you place a adjective, no matter if the color don't make sense, if you place a adjective modifier on the noun, which is a person, is it not referring to that man? And so again, they're not having this argument. So it's easy for all of these white German scholars to simply put in their work that it says the black man. You see what I'm saying? And so
Jonathan, can I add something?
Sure.
Yeah.
So with
can you answer that, Reggie? Why would TLL say that, Reggie? Because you took me and Sheffrin through the whole thing, and you showed us how to get to it, right? So why in the hell would it say that, Reggie? What, y'all can't leave me out here like this, bro.
No, I'm not going to leave you out there. And that's the question that I was going to ask Smash, and we can get the answer from Ujawo. First of all, we are taking the style of these white Egyptologists, and we don't sometimes question it. Pepi Aunt Kim, right? We read Medu Neter. We taking it from Waterbush and TLA and the rest that says Pepi Aunt Kim. So why don't we know that these names are all spells? So why don't we give a translation? If his name is Pepi Aunt Kim, what are the possible translations of the name? And that will help us out. So
yeah, I asked that last night. That's a good question. And I mentioned that last night.
Right. So if we did the two translations, meaning Pepi, Ankh, Libs, the black, doesn't make any sense. But if we read it the way we should read it, is saying that black Pepi lives. That would be a more acceptable translation and the same as Teti Aunt Kim, or so if we translate it as we should translate it, or as a possible translation, we get black peppy lips. Now we have another, now you have to rule that out in, grammar. But the problem is saying that Teti Aunt Kim, the Ankh black don't make sense if we look for an acceptable translation. So we could do the acceptable translation. And so it goes to your question, Ankh. Sometimes we don't do the whole work. And that's why when we look in the TLA and stuff like that, it leaves us in the hole because we forgot to think. Translate it. It means black, peppy lips. I'll stop.
So that ain't crazy to have that in there.
So
Makes
you said
sense
I didn't
for it to
answer
be in
you.
there like that.
You said I didn't answer you, but I
said,
thought
why
I
do
did.
they write that like that, man? I mean, I need, come on.
So
yo.
no, I'm saying the Waterbuck has the black man in that particular instance.
Because
and the reason why I asked the question is because of the word consensus was used, and from what I know is that the consensus, if you review the scholarship on that translation, majority of scholars, with the exception of the Waterbuck, they will translate it and leave it as the black. They don't add man on there.
Translate it, Ujawu. Translate peppy.
Yep, the black.
Kim for me.
The black. I got you right there. The black. I'm in agreement. The black.
But what about the libs?
Well, you got Neonk, Peppy Unk. Which one are you talking about?
That.
What does Peppy mean?
We can, you translate it. Translate what does peppy mean?
No, I'm saying, but it's Neonk. So Neonk means belonging to the life or of the life.
Oh man,
right?
The life of the black man, I'd be damned.
See, the thing is,
no. What I'm saying is, I mean, I don't. I'm saying I don't know how that's helpful though, because
hell no.
Because you're asking me to translate the name, but if the name is a moniker for a person, then whatever adjective you're just gonna attach to the person and not the meaning of the name or the words before it. So like if I say Peppy Kim, then Kim and we translate Kim as black, you got to know what Peppy means to say, okay, black what? But we're not going to do that. We're just going to say it's talking about the man and not the meaning of the word. You see what I'm saying? So it's different. I don't know how that's going.
It could just mean
I don't know.
Peppy Kim.
I want to, you know what?
The black is the black.
You know what, Reggie? You know what, Reggie? I want to agree with Wuja on this one. Okay. I want to do what Wuja likes to do, what Wuja and Asar does. They go against the consensus, right? Right? And they say that's wait
a minute. Post. I'm not going against the consensus though.
No. You
I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear.
No, y'all do like on certain glyphs, right?
Oh, but not right now though.
Not right there. Right. I'm saying, but I want to do like y'all do. So since you did say that, obviously some scholars to translate that, just not the consensus. Am I correct in that?
Well, the TLA, Ermin Grappa, and what was showed on the screen a second ago, they do. Others don't.
Okay, so now we got something here. This is what I'm saying. So now we got to go into the history of Egyptology now. In the history of Egyptology, their whole goal was to make sure that these niggas wasn't in Africa. They was somewhere in a mystical place somewhere outside of that. So all they thinking was always it was some black white people up in that motherfucker. That's the history of Egyptology. The history of Egyptology is racist to the very core of it. Knowing that factor right there, bro, the whole conversation becomes very, very fucking interesting. That's all I'm saying. So you're basically saying that translation is wrong, correct?
I'm saying that's not the consensus. I'll straighten it out. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't translate it that way.
So it's wrong. Then why not say it's wrong in your opinion? You saying you wouldn't translate it like that? Is that the same as saying
I'm with the other scholars on that?
So basically that translation is just wrong.
What other scholars? We've been asking that for hella long.
Okay, James P. Allen for one.
Oh, you saying the ones that translated as the black? I'm
Clearly.
sorry. Oh yeah, that's
Clearly.
the same as the black man, bro. But you're the only one that can't see that.
Okay, I mean, that's your opinion. That's cool. But I'm saying that all the rest of the scholars say the black and leave it at that, and we agree with that earlier. So that's all I'm
But
saying.
I have a
So
problem. I have
you got a problem with
Unc
it
is
being a black man. That's some Hegel type shit. You being a Hegelite.
Oh,
You know what I
what?
mean? That's
The
one of
guy
Hegel,
who y'all brought up the eagle. What's his name?
the Hegelite.
nah, he talking about
All his Eagle-lights.
Hegelian, Hegel.
Hegelite.
Yeah, yo, you're a
Hegel.
Hegelite right now,
Hegel.
bro. You just can't
No.
imagine a black man being in Egypt, yo. You're a Hegelite, yo. That's
Right.
I have a problem because
Right.
almost every other king's name, right? We can find out what the meaning is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden with Pepion Kim, right? We have this big problem, right? And these other people of saying, no, it just means it means the black man living. We have a problem with that. We got to automatically rule out to say Pepe Kim the black, and it has no association to the living black man. So it's and we know this is because white Egyptologists, they the ones who said they made the translation for us. So
well, I don't think that's up. I don't think. No,
Right,
what I was
Dr.
saying. What
Ben
I was
ain't
saying
do that.
earlier.
Dr. Ben
Hold
ain't
up.
do that, Wuja.
No, but no. I wanted to make sure I was clear earlier. I'm saying I don't think that's helpful because Pepe, the word itself has a meaning, right? But we don't translate to take the meaning out of it and say black that. We'll just say Pepe is this person is being called Pepe, and so we want to describe the person. We'll say so and so Pepe as the person, not the meaning of the name. And I went over that last night. Like if you name somebody Mercedes, we know the German word Mercedes has a meaning, but we're not using it for that purpose of the meaning. We're just using it to identify or refer to a person. So I say, hey, Mercedes looks good. I'm not saying that whatever the word Mercedes means is good. I'm talking about the person who the name is attached to or refers to, the referent. And so that's why I said it's not, it wouldn't be, I don't think that would be very helpful to you, Reggie. That's all I was saying.
I don't, but you have to use it as a possibility. You can't just say that it's you could say that we could translate Pepion Kim in these two ways, right? The black man living, the black man Pepe living, or Pepe Kim, the Pepe Pepe living the black man. Even if you said Pepe living the black man, he's still, or living the black, right? But there's in other cases there's a determinative for the man. So now sometimes we do know that they in names they might take out that determinative as a man, but we know in other cases that it exists. So sometimes they shorten it. So we do know that the people of Tawi at this particular time sometimes shortened the name because everybody else at that time knew what it was. They wasn't thinking about us, to be precise. So we do, what my point is, we do have at least two translations of the name. So if you say Pepe, whatever Pepe means, so I'm not so sure. I can do some research, but Pepe seems like it has something to do with a rock or formation, some type of a square. Two of those, two foundations, right? And then we have Ankh, which means living, and then we have Kim, black.
Well,
right?
let me.
So how do you how does black relate? How does black, if it's just the black or black, how does black relate to that name?
Well, that's why, I don't want to confuse this conversation, because when I mentioned title the other day, then it became an issue of me having to show a source to where it says it's a title. But as an adjective, and I went over this last night, and I don't want to be long-winded and bore you all, but adjectives,
Please
they
don't.
show two, and I'm not. I'm gonna be very quick.
It's just
Adjectives.
great
I'm gonna show. I
way
want to show two things. I want to address what you just said, Reggie, but I want to say this: that adjectives denote two things at one time: an entity and a property of that entity, or a property only. And when it denotes a entity and a property, it can function independently. So if Kim is an adjective there, then it would you would have to say a entity and a property. So you would say the black. So it's appropriate to say the black and not the black man or whatever the case is. But the black is appropriate, and I said that from
I'm
the
trying to
get-go.
understand what you're saying. Just you going by that fast. What is the entity and the property when you say the black? Which is the entity and which is the property? The entity is the man, correct? And the property of him is a description, which is black.
But it's not always a description as an appearance, though. It could be an association.
But we're just talking about grammar here, correct? So in this instance, the
I
entity.
thought you were asking me a question.
Yeah, no, but you answered it. But since we're just talking about grammar here, which is the entity and which is the property in the black, which you just used to translate, saying it was an entity and a property?
The entity would be the person.
Exactly. So then black is describing the entity?
Black is being associated with the entity, yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all I want. I rest my case.
Oh, I didn't know you were making a case. Yeah. So hold up.
You got to play the circuit music when they do a trick.
Yeah.
All right, go
So
ahead.
hold up. So that's what I'm saying. I know it's confusing as all outdoors, because the thing is, no.
The black man, the entity, the black man, we got it.
But all I'm saying, listen, all I'm saying, no, listen, what I don't think you all are getting, or I'm gonna say you all, I'm not gonna put on all y'all, but what I don't think is being understood is, all I'm saying is that the use of black, the black man, if that's suits you better, or the black one, or just the black, regardless of how you do it, all I'm saying is that is not trying to describe the man's appearance.
Gotcha.
I don't know how much more simple that I could say, unless you all just really having a circus and just having fun.
No, you're right, because black man never look like a black man. Ain't nobody black.
No, he just said it in a different way. He said it grammatically correct. He said it's a property of that person, correct?
Yeah, but the property doesn't have to be looks. And this is what I'm trying to say. So let me just give me 1 minute. So
give us what the property is real quick. Get to it.
Yeah, what was the intention of the author, right?
What was the intention?
Well, no, there's not enough context. There's not enough context for that. I'm gonna just tell you straight out. And that's the issue with the issue with name. I'm just let you know, that's the issue with names, why scholars tend to leave names untranslated, because it's so condensed and it has no context around it on how they were formed and stuff. So let me. So
what's y'all?
Wait, hold up before you rapid fire. Before you rapid fire, let me just say this to Reggie. What I have on the screen. I don't know if y'all can see it. Am I sharing my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Oh, you see the names? Okay, Reggie, this is what I meant before, right? All these names I have on the screen that I did last night are, I was going over a grammatical analysis of these names, right? And showing the different grammatical points in these names. Some are participles, some are nonverbal sentences, some is adjectival sentences, and some are verbal sentences, right? And so based on this, we can come up with a translation, a full translation of what it means. But no matter what we translate it to, like for example, the last one, Keper Ka Ra, the Ka of Ra comes into being. No matter what we translate that to, it's used as referent or a word on a referent, which is a person. So this is a name of a person. This is how a person is identified. The word "ren" means name or identity. So this is how a person is being identified. So it's not helpful in this regard in our conversation as far as the meaning. The Ka Ra comes into being. Okay, and the Ka Ra comes into being. But that's not the person. The person is not causing the Ka Ra to come into being or whatever the case is. And Amen being up front. I'm in Imhet. I'm in Imhat. Amen is up front. That's what the name means. But the person is not Amen, and he's not up front in terms of the deity, whatever the case is. So I just want to make that distinction of what I meant earlier to show you
there are
that
different possible translations.
that
hot. It certainly could be you say up front, but hot could also be foremost, right?
which is up front. That's what it means.
Okay.
Somebody who's in the fore is up front.
Right, but so there's other possibilities. So the better exercise would be to take all of the chems, all of the chems, the Cebu chem, all of them, and then line them up, and then we can get translations. So Pepe, like I said, what that might mean it to make bricks, right?
To make bricks?
Yeah.
Oh, the name Pepe itself.
Yeah, to make bricks. It's
so Pepe Kim would be black bricks.
No, it would be the black man.
Well, there you go. That's you're showing what I was saying. I'm saying, so it doesn't matter what the word in front of it or before it means, because you're not going to put black on that. You're going to put black on the referent.
But when you
see what I'm saying?
No, but
I hope you get it.
But all I'm asking you to do, and I hope everybody understands, is to let's see the various possible translations of the word, of the names with Kim, to see if there's some type of correlation, right? So if we can't get a reasonable translation, meaning it's just the black and not the black man, then we could possibly rule that out. That would be a methodology.
Right, some deductive reasoning, right? As opposed to saying, we don't know anything, we don't know what it means. There's no context or anything, right?
So like
you gotta study this stuff, right?
Ni Ankh Pepe Kem, right? It could have, it might mean not to reject, ni, to know, to not to reject the living Pepe, the black, or not to reject the living black man, Pepe. So when we do that, we have a better shot of saying what the possibilities are and ask why the living, not to reject the living black man, Pepe, right, should be ruled out. We have to ask, why is that ruled out? Right? Now again, you black may not have anything directly to do with appearance, but it may have something to do with how they saw themselves, ethnogenesis, in relationship to the culture. And so then we can't rule that out. So yeah, I found that article. So you can but even with this, I'm asking now a better methodology to line up Sebi Kim and all of the Kims, all of the people with Kims in their names, to see what are the possible translations are of the names. Until that is done, then we're just kicking peppies, kicking bricks.
All right, here's one thing that I mentioned before is I strongly, anybody who's interested in this topic, because I was hit up today quite a few times and people are confused, right? about the topic, like the arguments and then what was going back and forth and stuff like that. So I'm recommending anybody who's interested in this topic to get this particular not just this, but get this is definitely one of the things that you should have to read up on, which is The Tomb of Pepion Henny Kim by Francis James Michael Simmons. This is his master's degree thesis, and he does a literature review and treatment on the tomb of these individuals that we're talking about. And the individuals that we're talking about are these here on the screen. You have Kuni Wak, Pepi Ankh-Wer, Sebek Hotep or Sebek Hetep Hepi, Pepi Ankh Heri Ib, Neferka Henny, Nyang Pepi Kim, Hepi Kim, Sebek Hotep, Pepi Ankh Henny Kim, Henny, and Hepi Kim at the bottom is likely to be the same as Sebek Hepi, Sebek Hotep Hepi. That's why it says possibly identical with number 3. So these are the individuals, 7, 8, but most likely it's 7 of them. And the ones that have Kim on their name would be obviously number 6 and number 5 and number 8, but number 8 may be number 3. So it's 3 individuals that is within this this discussion in this paper. And so the paper is 111 pages long, and it does something that is useful because it does a statistical analysis of the names, and it describes the tomb and the layout, which is important to have a better understanding, because these names are mentioned all over the tomb redundantly, like over 250 times. And it's only mentioned, and they differ every time that they're mentioned. So what they did, or what he did a statistical analysis of all the titles, in terms of the titles, in terms of Hati'a and Emira, so and so, so and so. And they did analysis on which wall that you find the title on. And that's important for people who understand ancient Egyptian culture in terms of the funerary and how the tombs are built. The walls were important, the north wall, south wall. There's certain things that don't go on the north wall that will go on the south wall, west wall, etc. Right? So that's why they did that. And they took the Henny Kim, or they took the names and did the same thing. And through that analysis, you can pull away or come to an understanding that the name Kim only exists on the south wall that's attached to these names, and it's not that many times. Any other time, it's just the name without Kim on there. And so that begs a question to why is that so, and so on. And so the paper discussed these questions and tries to lay out an answer to them, or at least build up, for further research to be done on it. So again, I don't want to bore, it's 111 pages. I'm definitely not going to read it, but I would suggest people to get this if you're interested, and take the time just to read the whole thing, because it's a good
Sean,
layout.
read it. Give it to
It's
Sean.
good,
He'll read it. He'll read it on the show.
Oh, read it. But no, it's and then it breaks down, each one of the titles and the total times it's there, and everything. So and it's well cited in terms of the citations. They're clean, and they will also direct you to other scholars. Like you have Kanawati and his co-author, I think his name is Apts, APTS. They have a book of 1989, or even I think one later, together, where they also address this issue. So you got Blackman, you got this person's that I'm showing you on the screen, and you got Kanawati and Apps. And they're the main 3 people that actually do a treatment on this tomb. Other people would just mention the name, such as James P. Allen. He only mentions the name Henanit Kim in passing, just to show something in his grammar book about the directions of the glyphs. So he's not treating anything. He's not doing a treatment on it. And so other people do that as well. So what I'm recommending is this particular paper, and then the ones that it recommends. And I could pull those up too. I have them, but I don't know if y'all can see my screen. But if people who are interested, this is my suggestion to you all, is to get at least these 3 these three: Blackman's series, which is a 6-volume series, and you really only need volume 1 and 5 on this topic. Volume 1 and 5. So if you had to pay for it, just get volume 1 and 5, and then get Kanawati's book and his co-author, and then get this right here. And this one can be found online for free. So that's my take. That's my piece on it. And then we could pick up the conversation after that. Other than that,
we don't have to.
I don't really have anything to add to the conversation.
My other choice.
Yeah, all those documents you mentioned don't even mention what we talking about. And I asked you earlier on another show that the one you have up address what we're talking about. So why wouldn't you have a conversation for a person on the subject that's not mentioned in 3 documents you just cited? At least which one addresses the grammar instances that you're trying to cite, saying it don't mean a black person? None of them do that. So stop pulling this until you read some more. I don't really have time for conversation. That's just a way to weasel out in another way. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying. And I didn't say I don't have time for conversation. I said, if you listen and comprehend, I said, I don't have more to add. That's a big difference than I don't have time for conversation. I'm still here, brother. So miss me with the, I don't know what you on though, man, for real. Like you tripping.
I'm really addressing what you're saying. I addressed exactly.
Well, I clearly did. No, then there's an issue there then, because I didn't say what you just said. I said I don't have nothing else to add. I said
Let's not get on the semantic part. We could throw that out. My point was, you just told us you don't have nothing else to add until we looked at 3 documents that don't address the issue.
Okay, so what's the exact issue you wanted to address? Because
we're talking about what the black means.
Okay, I'm saying that these sources talk about the people that we're talking about, because we're not talking about just the word Kim, because we're past that. The word Kim is translated as black all day, every day. All right, so we done with that. We're talking about these particular people. These people have a history. They have stations. They have things that they've done, the way they were buried, and all that kind of stuff. So we can't just take it all out of context. And all I'm doing is making a suggestion. Now, if you don't want to take the suggestion, that's cool with me. I don't have no problem with that. I'm not putting on you. You ain't got to do what I'm saying. I'm talking to other people.
But I just wanted to be clear that you was trying to act like it was something in the source work that ain't there.
I wasn't trying to act like anything. I'm very clear on what I suggested. I told people what it does. I said statistics and the whole thing. I'm not saying what you think I'm saying.
Can I share my screen?
That's a straw man.
Hey,
Hold up. I do want to show.
Well?
I do want to show this though. That you highlighted last night. That I'm just gonna point this out again. You had it up and I directed you to it and you highlighted it. But on the topic that we are specifically talking about, Kim, what this author does mention, or when the author does mention Kim, the closest thing you're going to get in this work is that he refers to it as an honorific epitaph. So just letting y'all know, so you won't have your expectations different. All right. And he's saying that this is coupled with a relative abundance of most higher ranking titles. So that's the closest you're going to get from this author in terms of trying to tease out what is Kim actually referring to. All right, so as long as y'all get the heads up.
Let me share my
screen. So hopefully that satisfies you, Smash, because I don't want you to accuse me of acting like this is the end all be all.
I wouldn't do that. Come on. Well, you know,
Smash, do you mind if I ask a question before you
go right ahead. I'm just trying to share my screen, but I could wait till you.
No. I got to stop sharing. Hold up.
Go right ahead, American Dream.
Peace. So it sounds as if what Wujawu was saying, and it sounds as if his main argument is that if Kim, and I guess I'm understanding that he's saying black they're not describing their color, they may be describing them as like black-hearted or something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be describing their skin color when they describe them as the black. And you know, I guess I understand that. But you know, he also says that if it was describing their skin color, then in the tombs, then they would have also been painted black. But my question is, I had spoken with Wujawu before, and I had asked him about Ramses' tombs and the fact that the Egyptians are painted black in those tombs, and whether or not that suggested that Ramses was black. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you said no, that it doesn't, because the painting on the tomb doesn't necessarily reflect the Ramses's color. But now it seems as if you're saying it does. And I'm just hoping you can kind of clear that up for me.
Okay, if I may, and I'll be as fast as I can. From my recollection, you asked me about Ramses, and we were talking about Ramses the Third's tomb, and the figures on the wall that was being talked about was not depicting Ramses at all. Those were four groups of human beings. Four groups. They were the ancient Egyptians, the Nehisiu, the Amu, and the Chemehu, or the Libyans. So that's what I was saying. So it's not. So Ramses in his own tomb is not painted black. So I don't know where you got that
but
from.
Ultimately, the point you were kind of making was that the fact that the color, because even Amiket also said that they painted women yellow, and the point she was making was that the color that they painted them had nothing to do with their color in real life. But now it sounds as if you're suggesting that it does. Like you're saying that if they called him the black, then his picture should be black in the painting.
I'm saying the opposite. No, I'm saying the opposite, and I'm glad you brought that up. I'm being consistent. I'm saying that whether visually, because you got two things going on. You have contextually or in literature color words, but then you got in the artwork color depictions that we could see. And what I'm saying is that it's not that these color terms are used to categorize things and to distinguish things. So the women being painted, the difference between a male and a female in Egyptian culture was displayed in terms of trying to separate them and represent them in two different colors. It doesn't necessarily mean that all women were yellow or gold, or all men were reddish brown, or that particular red that you see on the screen right now. But it was placed there to create an ontological two separate categories of men and women. And so you got four primary colors in Egypt: black, green, red, and white. And the Egyptians, like other cultures, they take these colors, these perceptual colors, and they use it as containers to organize things. And so they're not necessarily trying to describe the thing as being that color, but they'll use colors to categorize things and group things together. And it starts off pre-dynastic with the pottery being the early forms of art, with the black and the red. So hopefully that's clear to you.
I just want to throw something in there about building on what Brother American Dream was saying, and I see what you were saying very clearly, American Dream. I hope you pointed that. I'm glad you pointed that out. But in the case of if it says black, then it should be black. What does say right here? Anyone?
Where? Right.
Do you see my screen?
Yeah, it says on top is Ek Kemet Nuit.
Okay, what does Kemet mean?
That's a place.
That means that would be the black community.
Yeah, that's what it is. But what does it mean? Like, what does Kemet mean to you? Y'all in your book, what conclusion? You came to riparian zone?
Yes, it's the country. It's talking about a place.
Is the meaning of Kim black right there? Like this thing right here, does it mean black?
It's talking about a place though.
Yeah, I understand that. But I'm asking, is the Kim crocodile, does that represent the color black?
It represents KM that could be translated as black, yes.
Okay, but here we see it painted blue.
Yep.
And I'm only pointing this out because when we say Kim, they drew themselves Kim, and on the statue, it's brown. But now we see Kim, which we know means black, but it's painted blue. I mean, we have to say that really just don't make no sense.
You know what? I'm glad you did that. Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, just real quick. I just want to just finish.
Right.
It's just
but
like
don't move that. Don't move that.
Yeah, it's just like saying it don't really make much sense to think that every time someone says the word black that is going to be written or it's going to be drawn in the color black. That's all
right, so I'm glad you said that because again, now I mean, this is the second time that I'm convinced that we're in agreement, but I don't think you see it. So maybe it's the way I'm saying it. What you just said supports my point. I'm saying that Kim is not trying to depict looks or appearance. I mean, I said this over and over and over again. And so what you just showed is the glyph that's used for Kim, black. I mean, we know that Kim could be totally other words, but in this particular thing, this is most likely Kemet because it's the place itself. Now, I can't see the context around that, but this is most likely the place Kemet. And so them painting it blue and not black shows my point that it's not trying to infer the appearance of something. It could be talking about something else in the case of these individuals, Pepe, Neon Pepe, Kim and whatnot. It's not necessarily talking about their appearance, or I'm saying it's not talking about their appearance. It's talking about it could be talking about something totally different.
I could probably agree with what you said. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, just like how, I mean, I'm assuming that everybody on the panel who deals with Egypt definitely understands that Egypt is heavily laden with figurative use of colors, the yellow, the red, somebody being made red or have a choice between making red or made black. It's none of that's literal. All right. So I know that we should definitely have that understanding. So I'm just surprised that it seems like it's a hard time understanding that when we see Kim, it's not talking about a physical description like you're trying to describe somebody's appearance. It could be talking about an association, which they're known to do.
So I think I'm speaking on the expounding on what you're saying, because I'm saying the opposite of that. So I said I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I think you might disagree with my stance, because my stance isn't necessarily what you're saying. I'm saying the opposite in the sense. I'm saying when they use this charcoal, we know it means black, but they don't have to represent whatever they're painting as black, just like the statue. And so in the instance of the statue, if they wrote that it was black, then we could read it was black, and they could go on and paint it the traditional color that they painted all men in Egypt. That was kind of my point. So I don't think that's why I was like, I don't necessarily disagree with what you said, but in this instance, I think we're on the flip side of that. That's all I was saying.
Okay, because, all right, so now earlier you let me know, or I asked you a question that informed me that we're on a different page when it comes to you reject scholarship when they associate black, the figurative meanings of the figurative usage of black. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. Of course, you're now here to correct me if I'm wrong. Earlier, you said that you understand it's some figurative stuff going on, but you don't agree with what scholars say.
Yeah, I said about particularly when they say that black, the people are playing it black because it represents the deceased. That is the scholarly assertion about black, about Egypt, that I disagree with.
Okay, so I think I specifically brought up Ahmose Nefertari in that example, I think, or something like that. So you don't think that she's painted black in other people's tombs because she's associated with the necropolis and the dead and stuff like that?
No, that could be. I mean, I wouldn't reject that because we're talking about long periods of times in different cultures. But when they say people are painted black, like everybody you see painted black is because it's associated with death, or even the majority of the people you see painted black, it's because it's associated with death. That's an Egyptological stance that's the one I was saying that I don't agree with.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm hopefully I'm safe in this assumption that we all are aware of the multitude of figurative usage of colors all throughout Egypt in the artwork and in the literature and so on and so forth. So to safeguard against that being a possibility with these Nyangpepi Kim and his folks, that's not ruled out. Originally on your show, the first time you brought this up, that's why I asked you what I asked you. I asked you, have you ruled all that stuff out? And you said, yeah, but I wanted to know in what ways did you do so? And I don't think I was clear on that. And I know how YouTube gets, it's not easy to do that. So like I said last night, I would rather see somebody write something, put some pen to paper or fingers to keyboard and lay something out so I can have a better conversation about it. Because doing it like this is not helping. And based on the correspondence I had today, people were confused. Not me or maybe not you. We're just in disagreements on whatever points. But people trying to follow along, like today, that people didn't even know what the argument was. Period. Like what the argument was. They just watching, seeing Shaka and Dugu, and then the SAR come on, and then the yelling and whatever and stuff like that. So I don't really like that when that happens. I mean, in terms of,
I don't necessarily like it if we wasn't on YouTube, but don't nobody want to see really, if you want that, just go straight to academia, bro. Then you won't be able to talk in class. You could talk about all these subjects. No one could crack a joke, but
now we could do both. We could do both. I mean,
we could do both. That's what I'm saying. That's what we're doing. So sometimes it'll cool down, sometimes it get fired up, bro. You know how that works, bro.
Yeah, but that's
what I'm saying.
It was funny. You and Asal created the circus environment yesterday, though, boy. I loved it. I was like, they in Bonham and Bailey, red foam.
Oh, but Smash. What I'm saying is that we could do both. But I'm putting my bid in now. I would like to see somebody put pen to paper or finger to keyboard and lay something out. Now we could continue, on YouTube and have discussions.
Reggie Madge said that. Go ahead, Reggie.
I wrote a whole paper.
Nah, Reggie, I already talked to you about that. I'm gonna check your paper out.
No, I'm not talking to you directly about that.
Oh.
I'm talking to you. I could spend a year, 6 months doing pen and paper, and people won't read it.
Nah, I won't do that.
It's so.
I read your paper, Reggie.
Thank you so much.
But who y'all said it was trash? I'm gonna just get sick. Trash. Let me just say it's garbage. That's what he said.
I'm pretty.
He ain't gonna say it right. I'm gonna say it for you. I'm gonna say it for you.
I'm trying to bring that circus up, boy, for real.
Here's the thing. So
I never top you off yesterday. Y'all
there's a whole bunch of words like we know there's Egyptian names Kimsi, there's Kima. There is a whole slew of surnames or female names with Kim in it, right? Better exercise would be to begin to translate all the names of Kim to find out if they are if the better translation is relating to the color black. Now, the when I mean appearance, I think that we've done that already. It doesn't have to be the appearance of the person, but of course the culture, the who they respect, who they revere, the culture, right? I'm black, but there be black people in Africa and Ghana. They laughed at me. They say, "You're not black. You are Bruni Bafo." I said, "No, I'm black." They laughed at me. "No, I'm black." They didn't understand, right? The culture, because they was doing it with an appearance. I wasn't doing it with an appearance. My point is, rule out. It's bigger than appearance. It's ethnogenesis. It's how the Africans saw themselves at that particular time in their sacred place. Let's stop again. But thanks for reading my paper.
No, no, no. And like I told you earlier, I need to revisit it because it's a gap. I had to fresh myself on there, and I know that you didn't write the paper specific to this conversation, so I'm a
No, I wrote it to
dig.
bust a saw's ass and the riparian argument, but you was just collateral. But it was really, what did you write, Asar? You came to a whole debate. You talked about E is equal to MC square in a comedic debate, and well, Asar's my brother. It's just that I appreciate. He gave no primaries. He gave nothing in that whole conversation that he had, which was disrespectful. But he's good, brother. He's good.
So I have a question though, for anybody, right? On this topic of black and the need to identify themselves as black, what do you feel is the motivation, if you are of the mind frame of any Egyptian calling themselves black, and you interpret it however you interpret it, what do you think the motivation behind that would be at that period of time when the ancient Egyptians had and we're talking about the old kingdom now, just to give people, and that's another thing, people were emailing me, hitting me up, they didn't know like what we were talking about. They didn't even know we were talking about a select few of people and all this and that. So we got to do better with that. But anyway, my question is, in the old kingdom, during the when ancient Egyptians had pretty much full agency of themselves, they weren't under the yoke of any foreign pressure and this and the third. What do you think the motivation would be for them to start to identify themselves like how we do today, like how we say I'm black, and as opposed to whatever else and stuff like that? What do you think the motivation would be for that? Hope that was clear.
Yeah, I said it in my book. In my article.
If you could just summarize, give me a.
Yes, the culture. So the question is, the king identified himself as the Sai Kim, the black ram, the black bull, who is Sa Sit Kemet of the black ram, black cows or black sheep. He started the genre of identifying himself as being akin to a black animal that they revered. Right? They chose that animal, and so following this, all these other groups of people or his descendants, all the Tetis, all the Pepis, they followed that genre. And then it came to the intermediate period with Mentuhotep and Keti. Keti names the country. Kemet, the eloquent peasant, I think, he used Kemet. It's about their particular culture. I'll stop. Thank you.
Let me say this.
Can I take a shot at it?
Yeah, you can take a shot at it, and we're gonna wind it down because I know how Wu don't never sleep, and Smash, he on California time. He ain't gonna sleep neither, but I'm gonna sleep. So go ahead, Brendan, close that out.
No, I was gonna ask the question because Stu Pease asked this, or I think it was on an earlier live, right? And we were trying to figure out in terms of the word Kim, is it being descriptive or is it talking about a region or a location or whatever? And he asks, is like, did the ancient Egyptians refer to anyone outside of their own region with the word Kim, right? I think Stu Pease, he mentioned specifically the Nubians, right? Do we have any attestations where anyone outside of the region was referred to with the word Kim or associated with the word Kim?
Yeah, there's a passage of Nubians. I have to try to dig it up in reference to black skin, the actual skin color glyph. And then there's actually in the Waters Museum in Baltimore, a Ptolemy calling himself a Kim. And his appearance ain't black, right? But he's calling himself a Kim because he is within.
That's interesting. So Reggie, that's interesting right there. So if I heard you right, you said,
got you. I knew that you would jump on that, but that's not.
"Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm not. No, no. Listen, man, I'm trying to
That's
stay away
great,
from.
great information. Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to stay away from gotchas, and that's what I'm saying because we kind of toy
Honorary black.
so much that I'm trying to be serious. So, but I'll make sure I heard you. You said Ptolemy.
Yeah, so it's one of the it's one of the Greek Ptolemy, the fake Egyptians, and his name is something Kim.
So let me ask you a real question. In that particular specific instance, do you think Ptolemy is trying to say that he's a black man?
Yeah, the Ptolemies, they absorbed ancient Egyptian culture. They became they stopped being Greeks. They started being something else.
Greeks called themselves blacks as a sign of masculinity. So again, I don't know if that has to do with appearance or not, but he would call himself black because he would appear masculine.
Okay, so that's interesting because again, those 2 points which you made, Smash, and what you just answered, Reggie, is where my stance is and has been. That black, like you just said, black in that instance, black, we know black is a color, BLACK. We know it's a color, but you said it's associated in that particular context or instance with masculinity.
With Greeks look at black as masculinity for men.
Yeah, right. So in that sense, black is a color term, but it means masculinity to them.
Yeah, it's
to Greeks.
To them. That's why I said them equaling Greeks.
It's a culture.
Okay.
So how can I say cultural thing?
No, I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all on that.
As
I'm
a
with y'all.
connection. No, you slippery, bro.
What?
You how can I say I'm not being
Man, I swear, y'all need to argue, man. We can't even it must be uncomfortable to ever agree, huh?
No, because it's you that's
it has to.
agreeing.
All of us
agreeing.
agree.
All of us have agreement. It's
everybody in the whole
Look,
YouTube.
You just said what you just said. I said that's been my stance. What do you think that means? I'm saying I agree with that. Like, do I need to say I agree? Like, do I need to say it like that?
Yeah, but that's a great point you're making, Wujao. Yeah, you have to admit that.
No. See, why we can't look at that wrong is because we're looking at attestations from the 6th dynasty, right? And then we're trying to say how Ptolemy used it in the 300 or whatever BC, bears something on that. That's
no, not at all. I'm not doing that. See, that's what I'm saying.
What are you saying exactly?
Look, I addressed it in isolation. Reggie mentioned it, and I said I interject. I said that's interesting, Reggie. I said, did I hear you right? You said Ptolemy. You said yes. So I know it's not the 6th dynasty. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to put the Greeks back into the 6th dynasty. But I just find that interesting, and I asked my questions accordingly. I said, do you feel or believe that Ptolemy is trying to convey that he's a black man? And then you stepped in, Smash, and said, well, to the Greeks, they look at black as a reference to masculinity. The Greeks did. And I'm like, okay, cool. I said, I'm agreement. Look, so now if that, I don't know why.
The Ptolemies are absorbing and controlling ancient Egypt and trying to learn as much as they possibly can. I brought that up not to make the point about appearance, because obviously he's not trying to be black, but it's the culture that he's trying to absorb. The culture, whether he knew he completely understood the culture. It's a late title that he absorbed in a later period. No bearing now, but we're really talking about is in the 6th, roughly in the 6th dynasty. That's what we're really concerned about in that whole period and the periods before then, about how the people identified themselves.
And I just show this real quick because I heard a question about, and then I'm gonna get about like I don't whenever y'all ready. But I heard a question about why would there be a need to call themselves black, or somebody said something about distinguishing between colors or what have you. But if we look at the great hymn to the sun, which is pardon me. Oh
the
yeah,
great hymn to
okay.
I-10. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, I just was reading if we look at the great hymn to the sun, you know what I'm saying, we will see that, because I said this for a reason, so that people would they might not know that Aten would make you black. But we definitely know that it's the sun that gives you your hue and your melanin, and we see it addressed in this hymn. And so, yeah. And so if we go down here to a certain point where they talk about the foreign countries, you guys can read along. I think you can see the foreign countries, Syria and Cush, they belong to Egypt. Kasat, we could go over all that, but we're not doing them. I don't want to bore people. They know the source. Then it says, you put everyone in his place and provide for his needs so that everyone has his sustenance, and you fix his lifeline. Tongues are different in speech, and so that they're true of their characters, and so are their characters. Their skin color is different for you distinguished foreigners.
Yes,
So in the
indeed.
hymn to the sun, I mean, again, he told you properly it was the Aten, but just so that people can understand it in YouTube land, they're noting difference in skin color of foreigners. And if we go look at the Medu Neter again, we'll get back to the Emi term, which is used for skin or color, either or. You see skin color, skin of a man, and hide of animals. So here they use the translation skin color. So to say that ancient Egyptians didn't have a perspective of one's blackness, when we see them saying right here, they skin color different.
I'm sorry, I thought you finished.
No, go right here. I'm just right.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, Woo, you got like 2 seconds, yo.
Man, just give me 2 minutes.
Hell no.
A minute. Nah, this is a quick minute, not a Wujao minute. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna say, because it's interesting you shared that, Smash, because I went over that earlier today. And the only reason why I said Aten is so people could find it, because it's called the Great Hymn to Aten. If people want to Google it and find it better, that's the reason why. But what I want to say is that in that portion of the hymn, it's interesting because that's a portion of the hymn showing how they made distinctions between groups of people. And so it's talking about the colors that are used to create these groups. So it kind of anchors or links back to the way that the ancient Egyptians distinguished themselves from other populations, meaning their neighbors, which is why it says foreigners, Kasut folks. So it's talking about the different ways in which they made their distinctions from their neighbors. So the Egyptians were one way, the Nahisi were a different way, the Chimehu, and so on and so forth. And then it talks about the different languages, what separates each other. And that's a good reference that that I've used before for the argument of how they saw themselves distinct from one another. Like, what do they feel that are cultural elements that made themselves distinguished from other people, and how they use that in the rules. So we know language is one, cuisine, which is food, because they mentioned food, which is the word winim, is in there. The character, which is the disposition or the mannerisms of the people, and then they mention how they're depicted in terms of colorization, which is the word iyunmu in that particular text. So I had pulled up the actual primary earlier and went over that. So that's a good thing to share, and good thing to actually on this topic of my question earlier. And you too, I don't know if you were paying attention, but you asked Sheffrin earlier, what makes an Egyptian an Egyptian?
Yeah, don't tell them. Do not tell them, because they ain't figured that shit out yet. I'm gonna get them.
Good night.
Get them started.
Good night.
Yeah, get them started. Do not tell them, because they argue the whole goddamn year and don't know what the hell they're gonna tell you what Egyptian is not, but don't know what an Egyptian is. And on that note, that's very, very damn interesting, man. Appreciate everybody stopping through, man. From time to time, there's gonna always be a little friction, yo. When brothers and sisters get together in conversation, it's just what we do, man. Some will call it a circus, Some call it scholarship. Some promote foolishship. A lot of people promote pseudo shit. Some hit you with the sleeper shit. Some kill you with the reader shit. At the end of the day, man, it is what it is, man. Appreciate all that support, man. The chat room, man. Shout out to everybody that came through, man. We did our thing as usual, man. We talked that talk. We walked that walk, man. Support all the channels, man. Support the chefs. Support Smash Rock Wells. You know what I'm saying? Support the pseudo killers. Support the Raw Squad, man. Hopefully next week, you supposed to be, you gonna hang out with us right next week, right? On Saturday, right?
Yeah, you never gave me detail. You ain't tell me. You leave me hanging out there. What's up?
I ain't gonna leave you hanging, man. We're gonna be talking about we're gonna bring some of that Nubian thing up in there.
You ain't tell me the subject. You ain't tell me the topic. You ain't tell me anything.
Yeah.
Well,
it's based on this whole conversation we was having, right? We're going to expose on, first of all, right, we're going to talk about what a damn Egyptian is. And I know it ain't based off of skin color.
I mean, I stay ready, so I'm good. Just
right.
let me know.
Yeah, I know you
details.
That. That's the top, right? So I'll give you a little bit of details. But man, we're going to be on the Raw Squad channel next Saturday. That's man, fine. About 8:30. We're gonna rock out, man. Let you know the buzz ain't went nowhere, man. Yeah, we do. So yeah, man, support us right there, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm just messing with you. Hey, but before you hit that button, boy, Ptolemy is a black man. That's my stance. I'm sticking to it.
Wujao, there's always room for one more in the clown car.
Right. Oh, Ptolemy the black. Ptolemy the black. Don't forget.
Yep. Ptolemy is the black man.
No, the black. Nah, remember? That's the consensus.
No, I'm going to violate my consensus and concede to Jonathan and Reggie. Ptolemy is the black man.
See how he do, y'all? All right, that's a new show for tomorrow. Cool.
Nah, we just having fun, man. That's cool.
I'm joking.
Ptolemy is the black man.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Yo,
I ain't mad. I got mine all off on you earlier when you wasn't around. Don't even worry about it. I ain't mad at you. I got you real good. I ain't mad about. Hit the rewind. You'll see. Got all them, man. We all good though, man.
Stupies here. From today onwards. No. From today onwards, we must refer to Brendan as doctor. The man earned it. He's no longer Brendan. He's
Brendan,
doctor.
did you get a doctorate? What did you? You ain't never say the doctor piece, did you, Brendan? They made that shit up. What? Talk to us, Brendan, real quick.
You guys just made that up, man.
Right. Thank you.
Not just yet. I just finished my master's. Right.
Master's, right? You how the hell you get?
Hey, what you?
No. But
what you get a master's in?
Enterprise architecture. So
nice.
I work in
They made you a doctor.
Still deserve congratulations, bro.
Congratulations. I just finished up my program this evening, right? So I'm completely done, right? But actually, me and my wife, we
got that student debt.
Oh no, it was actually my employer paid for 100%. So
oh man, congratulations! Congratulations on top of congratulations for that, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's what I like to hear, though. For real.
As they put you to sleep, they crept into your mind to finish your school, yo. I know that's how it happened.
But I will say this in terms like I mentioned this to Kofi earlier. I was like, hey, you guys inspire more people than you know, right? In terms of like stepping up my scholarship and doing things like this. Hey, that was one of my big motivation things. It was like, hey, it's like all this time that you spend on researching these topics and delving into information, why don't you just do it for a year and a half, concentrated 2 years, and get your credentials, right? So I was like, that sounds like a great idea. I've been putting my degree on the back burner. When COVID hit, boom, I enrolled in a master's degree program, and I'm done now, right? But I will say this. Earlier, I think me and my wife were talking, right? We celebrating our 10th anniversary actually this month, right? I'm taking my wife to Hawaii because she's like, I can finally get my husband back, right? But today I was talking about, I got my eye on a PhD program here in Northern Virginia with George Mason University in information technology. But again, right? Dude, like I say, you guys inspire more people than you know. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Hey, seriously, I like to hear that. Congratulations for real, and you inspire me with your accomplishments. I like to see that.
All right, with that, man. Look, we out, man.